Great Grand Holy Mother of all divine, the source of all gods and goddesses. Great Grand Holy Mother of all divine, the primordial from which we all derive. Great Grand Holy Mother of all divine, the nothingness that allows all somethings to exist. Great Grand Holy Mother of all divine, she is all mother, there is none greater than she. Great Grand Holy Mother of all divine, for she is the vastness that allows us all to experience boundaries. Great Grand Holy Mother of all divine, Mother of Ra, the Most High, Great Grand Holy Father. Great Grand Holy Father Ra, he who created himself from she. Great Grand Holy Father Ra, creator and father of all things, father of all beings. She is his source. Amen Ra Ptah Aum.
Man, it's about to go up. All right, public service announcement. This is not probably, not, you know, any of those terms that coincides with probably, but this is the most important live stream that I will ever do. Out of all the live streams I've ever done, this is the most important live stream. So I will keep it very, 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 very YouTube friendly on this live stream. Why is it the most important live stream? Because I'm going to PowerPoint and drive home to you the significance of the title, The Game. A lot of you, most of you, when I say most of you, out of 100 of you, 98 or 99% of you live life thinking that life is just life. And we're here and we're living and we get it and we experience things and we learn from those experiences to better our lives. And you keep it pushing and pass it on to your kids and leave a legacy behind and so on and so forth. But I am here to let you know that you are all wrong. Wrong, pecan, Donkey Kong, whatever you want to rhyme with wrong, you're wrong. For this live, I will ask you to go and get your pens, your pads, your pencils and your pads, your, screen record, screenshot, whatever you need to do to make sure that you get this locked in, that you take notes of this and come back to your notes whenever you start progressing in the game. And most importantly, you will want to write this down. You will want to write this down. This is the most profound information I'm going to ever give you when it comes to your life. Okay? Happy fake New Year to everybody. Happy fake New Year, because everybody say, oh, well, the New Year's is in the springtime and da-da-da-da, and ain't even a real New Year. So happy fake New Year's to everybody. See, the New Year is decided when all of us people decide when the New Year is. Let me tuck that in. The New Year's is decided when all of us gamers decide when the New Year is. So if we collectively decided that the New Year is going to be on the 1st and the New Year's Eve is on the 31st, then that's what the game will commit to. That's what the game will acclimate to. That's what the game will conform to. Our decisions. This is a decision-based game, a game of choice. But before I get into that part, we gotta start from the beginning. We gotta start from the beginning and we're gonna work our way through the information. Gonna work our way through the information. But before I do, salute, salute, salute. Had to get full of the spirit so the spirit can flow when I break down these codes. So, for those who don't know me, for those who do know me, and for those who don't know me, so I'm going to break this stuff down and I'm going to get to the comments after so I don't get distracted. So, any questions, cares, or concerns you have, write them down so you can ask me after because I'm going through this. I am not really about to repeat everything, and I will get to the questions and answers after I finish the breakdown. So as my intro goes, y'all already know who I be aiming at. Y'all already know who I be coming for, bro. I don't even have to include the reptoids in it no more. I done leveled up in the game. I done leveled up so high in the game, I could come straight directly at the falsehood. I don't got a set trip. I could come straightly at the falsehood. You understand me? Understand when I come through, you know who I'm coming for. You know who I'm coming at. I say it all the time, but this time is probably the most important time you'll ever see me doing this here. All right? So I don't even know where to begin, but I wanted to begin here. You know, let me take that banner down. You see what you see what that say under the banner? False God. Yes, 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 yes. You all worship a false God. You worship Allah, false God. You worship Buddha, false God. You worship Jesus, false God. You worship Yahweh, false God. You worship Yahweh, false God. You worship Yahweh, false God. You worship anything that's in that Bible, false God. Why? Because that's a part of the gaming sequence. And y'all ain't even wake up to real. If you still worshiping a God and haven't realized that you are the God, then you are still stuck and trapped in the game. And I am here to come and help you awaken. Why is he the false God? Let's look at his name. The meaning of the name, you see it, has been interpreted as he who makes that which has been made. You making was already made. What's original about that? What's originator about that? He brings into existence whatever exists. You a copy and paste God. Okay, I got something for you. Tell them old chakra daddy, I got something for you. For real, we about to give you a knuckle sandwich. Knuckle sandwich to do some damage. So before we get into the gaming metrics, let's just get into what what the Bible says about the game. Okay? The Bible verse that most directly states the world belongs to the devil. So we know that this game and the ruler of the game, the leader of the game, the entity that controls the game is not God. He is a God, but he's not the God most high. Okay? It says the world belongs to the devil. It's in 1 John 5:19, which says, we know that we are from God, and the whole world lies in the power of the whole. Listen, so when we be at church, saying, he got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole wide world in his hands. He got the whole world in his hands. Who? And the whole world lies in the power of the evil one. The evil one. This is why the Bible further tells us what? Do not love the world. So wait a minute. 1 John 5:19 said the world belonged to the devil. 1 John 2:15 says, do not love the world or anything in the world. This is why the famous Christian saying is, be ye in the world, but not of the world. If and the verse continues, says, if anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them. And YHWH is not the Father. For everything in the world, the lusts of the flesh, the lusts of the eyes, and the pride, keyword, pride, take you on a ride, comes not from the Father, but from the world. And who has the world in his hands? The evil one. The evil one. The power of the world lies in the hands of the evil one, right? The world and its desires pass away. But whoever does the will of, see, look how they determine, look how they determine the will of God lives forever. Where is God? Can anybody tell me where is God? I'll tell you, God is in the kingdom of heaven. That's where God is. God is in the kingdom of heaven. Well, where's the kingdom of heaven? The Bible tells you that the kingdom of heaven is within. But wait, we have a monkey wrench to show you how God is the devil and the church is his curse, and he tricks you with this verse. So he tells you world is in the hand of the evil one, right? Do not love the world, but come back in John 3:16 and tell you what? For God so loved the world that he killed his only child. That's the basis and foundation of Christianity. God loved the world so much that he murdered his only son. And whosoever believes in the only son that he murdered shall not perish, but have everlasting life in the kingdom of heaven. Wait a minute. Where's the kingdom of heaven? Within. Okay, wait a minute. We getting down into some science. Wait a minute before I keep going. We getting down into some science. Okay? We getting down into some science. Let's break it down a little further. Shall we? Let's break it down a little further. Let's give us a little evidence before I start bringing evidence about how this is a video game, about how life is a literally computer simulated holographic video game that we all signed up and came here to play. But you don't remember because you have been caught up in the lusts of the flesh. You are caught up in the lust of food, clothing, shelter, education, medication, drugs, politics, media, education, business, military, medicine, banking, religion, black market, stock market. You are caught up in the lust of the flesh. Former NASA scientists doing experiments to prove we live in a simulation. But wait, there's more. As you can see the hands resemble the puppet, right? Sorry if the screen is a little blurry. I apologize. Uh, a lot of things is acting up right now because I'm trying to get y'all this live stream. Okay, so boom. As you notice that you see these higher hands with strings attached to them, controlling the lower level beings, moving them about. Now, why is that important? Because this is a reference to string theory. If you don't know what string theory is, go look up what string theory. And basically, string theory is the theory that all things in existence are connected through these etherical frequency strings. And through these etherical frequency strings, we are all really one consciousness as a collective. But we've all signed up to fall. We angels signed up to fall into these human bodies and let our higher consciousness play the game and control the game, right? More for a picture of that, a bigger picture of that. Look at it. See, so the big gigantic person is you, the higher you that lives within the body, controlling the little you that is sitting at the table. You see the higher you playing the game, and you see the game, which is you sitting at the table. It is best easy to understand the game if you understand how to play the Sims. If you haven't played The Sims, what does Sims mean? Simulation. So we are in a video game. This is Rizwan Verk. Rizwan Verk wrote a book called The Simulation Hypothesis, but it is not a hypothesis. It is a real, true reality. So I brought some points and some pointers to help me not forget what the game. So screenshot this. Boom. Game points. These are the first game points. I got more game points, but we're going to screenshot these first ones. So we live in a computer-generated holographic computer simulation. What is the name of the game? The name of the game is self-sacrifice. That is the main name of the game. The ultimate name of the game is life. We're playing a game called life, 3D Earth life, whatever you like to, call life. But what is the main function of life? The main function of life is self-sacrifice. And I can easily explain it to you like this. When you're playing Mortal Kombat, when you're playing Street Fighter, there's an energy bar above each player, and when the player gets hit, the energy bar dwindles, and when the new round starts, the energy bar refills. What does that energy bar represent? How much of itself that the video player is sacrificing in the fight to, and remember, you fight till the death. You fight till the death. You don't fight and still keep living. No, you fight till a nigga knock you out. Who said knock him out? Mama said knock you out. Wait a minute. Wait one cotton picking freaking chicken licking minute. Mama said knock you out. All right? So the name of the game is self-sacrifice. And what does self-sacrifice look like in the daily living? I'll show you gaming sequence self-sacrifice in daily living. The gaming sequence self-sacrifice in daily living looks something like this. You have enough money, you got you some money. It ain't a whole bunch of money, you got you some money. You got you some coins. Like on any other game, you receive coins, you receive currency. A lot of games show you, and a lot of games you play, you receive coins, you receive currency. You have enough currency. You about to go buy, you got enough, oh, I got enough currency to buy me a 3-5. Your baby mama call you, say, hey, the baby needs some Pampers, diapers, and wipes. Now you got enough money to cover the Pampers, diapers, and wipes, or you can lie to your baby mama and say, I don't got it, get you some weed. Or you can self-sacrifice and sacrifice your weed habit and buy some diapers, Pampers, and wipes. And you will get points in the spiritual world. Okay? You will get points in the spiritual world. This is your energy bar. If you self-sacrifice, and give the money to your baby mama for the Pampers, diapers, and wipes, or you go buy it yourself and get the Pampers, diapers, and wipes to your baby mama, right? Then your energy bar, right? Your energy bar increases. If you don't sacrifice yourself and go buy you some weed and feed yourself, then your energy bar dwindles. So the name of the game is self-sacrifice, but in self-sacrifice, what are we doing? We are doing the knowledge of self. We are doing the love of self. We are, as a matter of fact, when you talk about the self, what is self? Self is your spiritual, extremely low frequency. Your spirit vibrating at an extremely low frequency. How's my spirit vibrating at an extremely low frequency? Because you live in a body, and that body is called self. That self has functions of its own with or without your spirit being in there. With or without your spirit being in there. That body has functions of self, food, using the bathroom, getting hungry, taste, touch, see, smell, hear, experience, so on and so forth. Your job is to sacrifice your testing. Let me make sure y'all can hear me before I keep going. You feel me? You feel me? Can y'all hear me? Testing, 1, 2. Let me make sure everybody hear me before I keep going. Let me. All right, y'all hear me. Boom. There we go. So the name of the game, the ultimate name of the game, hold up. The ultimate name of the game is self-sacrifice. Sacrificing yourself daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly to gain an insight and an increase in the consciousness of spirit. So that's the ultimate name of the game. On the reverse side, you see others sacrificing self, but they're not sacrificing themselves. They're sacrificing other people's selves to get ahead. So there's two ways to sacrifice self: the sacrifice of yourself or the sacrifice of other selves to get ahead. Now, the sacrifice of other selves will decrease your spiritual function, while the sacrifice of self will increase your spiritual function. And your spiritual function is the energy bar that I told you about, the energy bar in the game that I told you about. Every game you get an energy bar, like on Grand Theft Auto. You only gonna get shot you only get shot so many times before you what? You die and have to do it over. Okay? So that's the name of the game broken down in a nutshell. Remember that self-sacrifice is the ultimate name of the game. The more, here's another pointer. The more you seek to sacrifice self, meaning the more you set your mission to be on a mission to sacrifice self. Ooh, damn, this is a chance to sacrifice myself. Let me do it. Ooh, shit, this is a chance to sacrifice myself. Let me do it. The more you seek that, the more your awareness will increase through the experience and the lessons learned from that self-sacrifice, because the game will always reward you for your self-sacrifice, like getting coins on Mario Brothers. Bloom, bloom. Oh, you self-sacrifice? Bloom coins. Oh, you did this self-sacrifice? Bloom coins. Right? And sacrificing yourself could be something as simple as taking the time out to, let's say, you took the time out to clean the house when your old lady was supposed to clean the house, but you took the time out and clean the house for her so she don't have to do that, and you sacrifice yourself and your time from what you was doing to do that. It could be something as simple as that, but you have to set your intent. Remember, self-sacrifice is all about intention. Did you do it with the intention of self-sacrifice, or did you do it ungratefully, just doing it so that, I'm about to just do it because this shit gonna piss me off and da 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 da. So with self-sacrifice, you have to have an intent of self-sacrifice. Let me put my Santa hat on. Hold on. Let me put my Santa hat on. You know, the days of Christmas about to be over with. Ah, yeah. Yeah. All right, boom. So we lit. So now, the name of the game, self-sacrifice. Understand that when you incarnate into this game, it is a gambling game. It is a gambling game. You can lose this game, which means you can get lost here. In the Bible, in the old spiritual, in the old religious hymn says, "I once was lost, but now I'm found. I once was blind, but now I see." Wait a minute, lost? What you mean lost? You ever see the movie Groundhog's Day? How on Groundhog's Day he kept reliving over and over and over and over until he got it right. Why? Because he gambled with his soul and came and incarnated into physical life, played the game, and got lost here. Lost how? Got lost in the lusts of the flesh. He got lost, and she got lost in the lust of the flesh, and now they fell in love with the world, so much so that they keep reliving the same life cycles over and over, wondering why they never get ahead, wondering why they never elevate, wondering why they never go to the next level of the game, because they haven't even realized that they're even in a game. They haven't even realized not only that they haven't that they're not in the game, but they haven't even realized that they're lost in the game. And you got a TV show called Lost, and they got all kind of TV shows that show you Lost. Human beings lost, 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 lost. What is that a symbolism of? That is a symbolism of the souls who are lost in the game, the souls that died and went into the light. When you die and you see that light at the end of the tunnel, don't go. Chill in the darkness and wait for Great Mother to send her angels to come and get you. All right. So getting that clear, getting that clear. This is a gambling game. You are gambling with You're gambling with your higher consciousness and your soul, and you can get lost here. Lost here how long? Forever. Forever, if need be. Eternity, infinity. You can get lost here forever. Some souls have chosen to come and get lost here forever because they don't want to live in the spirit world. They don't want to kick it in the spirit world where things are true and real and absolute. They want to kick it in the false world, created by the false God. He who brings he who brings in existence what already exists. He who creates whatever has already been created. Okay? So this is a gambling game. And why you think all over the world you see gambling games. And these gambling games are so addictive that people got to go to a program just to get unaddicted from the addiction of gambling. And when you go in to get unaddicted from the addiction of gambling, what they say gambling is a bad thing, like alcohol. Gambling is a bad thing, like narcotics. Gambling is a bad thing, right? Once you get addicted. Nobody said it ain't cool to gamble, but if you are addicted to gambling, then you have become a bad thing. And if you as a spirit have gotten addicted to the world, addicted to life, addicted to the lust of the flesh, you have now become an evil, bad thing. So this is a gambling game. You chose to come here, believe it or not, and I'm going to explain that. I'm going to show you that you chose to come here, believe it or not, and some of you have gotten addicted to the game. Some of you have gotten addicted to living life, so much so that you live this life cycle so many times you don't even remember that you signed up to come here. You just know that I've been here before. You just feel like there's something more to life that I'm missing. Well, the main thing in life that you're missing is that you don't even know it's a game that you're playing, first and foremost. You've gambled away your soul. This is why it's so easy for people to sell their soul. Another thing that lets you know that you are in a game is that your body is a machine and your brain is a computer. Remember this. Your body is a machine, your brain is a computer, and your brain holds roughly 10 petabytes, 10 petabytes of data, 10 to 13, depending on your intelligence, 10 to 13 petabytes of data. That data is used for you to experience parts of the game. Your body is a machine. The closest machine that I can liken your body to is a car. Your exhaust is your butthole. You have a gas tank called a stomach. What do you put the gas in? Through your mouth, down your esophagus, just like you do a car. You drink water, the car drink water. You need oil, the car needs oil. You put miles on the car, you can put miles on your body. You can wash the car, you can wash your body. You can fit people in the car, you can fit people in your body. Your body is a machine and your brain is a computer. This is the thing though. You don't realize that there is a higher level entity inside the car, driving the car while experiencing life through a physical means, but it is not a physical thing. How many of you realize that you are not your body? How many of you realize that you are not your mind? How many of you realize and wake up every day and look at yourself and say, this is a machine, this is a computer, but I am the driver of the car? How many people say that consciously every day? Tell me. How many people say that consciously every day? Wait a minute. All right. This one is important. False consciousness. Your mind is the ego of Saturn. Now we about to get to the pressure points. Now we about to get to the pressure points. Until you realize, hold up, until you realize that your mind, go look at the TV, go look at the movie Guardians of the Galaxy. When you go look at the movie Guardians of the Galaxy, you will see that the name of the deity, the being in Guardians of the Galaxy, his name is Ego. That's the name. Go look at the movie Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2 or something like that. And in the movie, the evil villain antagonist being, his name is Ego. He is a planet, but he appears as a human being, and his whole entire mission is to get everyone to identify with the brain called me, with the computer. Remember, I told you your body is a machine and your brain is a computer. What is the name of the computer? The name of the computer is called mind. The name of the computer is called me. The name of the computer is called think. Right? So now, as you incarnate into this game, remember when you incarnate into this body and machine, the body you incarnating into, that belongs to the rental car place called Mother Nature. But the machine that powers and operates the vehicle, that's a machine called mind. That's a machine called me, and that machine is controlled. That machine, basically, if you want to be technical, that machine is inputted with the data of the consciousness mind of Satan, Saturn. This is why they made the song, "Oh man, homie, my mind playing tricks on me." Oh man, homie, my mind playing tricks. Why? Because they know that what? Saturn, Loki, Saturn, aka Loki, is the ultimate trickster. Okay? Understand the reason why when you close your eyes and you lay down in your bed and your mind start going off and you can't turn on the off switch because your higher self hasn't taken control of the vehicle. I mean, your higher self hasn't taken control of the mind. If your higher self hasn't taken control of the mind, then your higher self hasn't taken control of the vehicle. And if your higher self hasn't taken control of the vehicle, then that means you are still locked and sleeping in stasis in the game while the body and the mind is on autopilot. The body and the mind on autopilot. Why? Because your mind still belongs to the evil one. All of us, when we incarnate into these bodies and into these minds, that brain that we have belongs to the devil. This is why the mind, remember, this is why the devil, the mind, at times gives you the notion to unalive yourself. Why? Because when you unalive yourself, you're going to go into the light, Caroline. And when you go into the light, now you get to get recycled and forget that you even playing the game. You're going to get reborn and rebirth as a new being. And that new being is going to ultimately serve the purposes of ego. Who is ego? Saturn. Once again, who is ego? Saturn. If you want to know what the game looks like, this is what it looks like. See? The consciousness, the mind of Saturn. That's why the thumbnail says that. That's why the thumbnail looks like that. Okay, the thumbnail looks like that because that's what life is. The consciousness and the mind of the devil. And as you can see, it's Saturn and the moon creating a matrix in the game. And you, player one, why did he call you player one? Because you come from oneness. The reason why They made a movie, Ready Player One. Ready Player One. What does Player One mean? Player One means that you are the divine essence of God that comes from oneness, the angel that has fallen into the body and has decided to play Saturn's gambling game called life. You are the one, Neo. As a matter of fact, the code is Eon 1 Neo. Eon 1 Yo. Eon 1 Yo. Eon. You are the one for this eon, Neo. Eon, one, Neo. Neo, you are the one for this eon. Spitting going backwards. So understand the levels of the game that you playing. Because you don't wow, we ain't even, this is only the first, but these are only the first gaming points. So understand that your consciousness, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you act, the way you feel, is 100% data from the Saturn moon matrix. And until your higher self, until your higher self takes over the mind, until your higher self tells your mind to uh reprogram the body, you are operating on the Saturn and the consciousness of Saturn. Some of us are operating on, let's say, some of us are operating on 82%. Some of us are operating on 15%, and majority of their higher self has taken over, right? But whatever the case may be, there are parts of your brain, especially the reptilian part of your brain. The reptilian part of your brain is definitely 100% controlled by ego. Who is ego? Saturn, bro. Look at the movie Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2, and they are battling Star. I forgot the dude's name. His name is Star something. His name is Star something, and his dad's name is Ego. Okay? So understanding these terms, see, no, this how you know. That's how you know right here. So I'm about to just show you. Go to the thing right here. I am the master of my reality. That's ego. That's ego. You know why? Because understanding that there is no my. I, remember, me, myself, and I. Me, that's my, that's ego. Me, that's my, that's ego. Myself, me, my, so we're here, ready for it? The machine, the computer, that's me, my mind. The self, that's, remember, the body, that's yourself. Your spirit vibrating within an extremely low frequency. That's what an ELF is. ELF stands for extremely low frequency. When God spoke, he said, I am that I am. He didn't say, I am my own man. None of that. I am my, this, no. The I is the I. This is why the I on the top of the pyramid of them people and on a dollar bill, they are telling you who's the real controller of the player in the game. But you don't realize that your higher self's mission is to, if you are of the 100, if you are of the chosen players, your higher self's mission is to control me. Your higher self mission is to control mind. Your higher self mission is to control self. Your higher self mission is to control the environment. Your higher self mission, there is no such thing as your reality. You are living in the reality of the devil. You are living in the reality of Saturn. You are living in the reality of Satan. The whole world belongs in the hands of the evil one. You are not living in your reality. You are not. You are living in the reality of the devil, and the name of the game is for you to higher self to take over this body, take over this mind, and change the reality of the devil, not change your reality. This is not your this is not your gaming system. This is not your holographic computer generated simulation projected. This is you coming and deciding and signing the soul contract to come and incarnate into the world of the devil. Therefore, what is the challenge? The challenge is for your higher self to realize this and take control of the devil's world and turning the devil's world into a new world controlled by I. See? So you still sleep talking about my reality. This can never be your reality when the reality of this world lies in the hand of the evil one. The only thing you can do in this world is gain control of parts of the reality of this world and change it so that you can what? Defeat the devil. Defeat the consciousness of Saturn. Once you defeat the consciousness of Saturn, you have no reason to be here on to a higher level. On to a higher level. And that higher level can be within the realms of the devil. Reaching higher levels within the world of the devil. Ooh. Because what God is at, God is not in the realm of the devil. God is in here. The kingdom of heaven is within, and God is within. And who is God? I. I am that I am. And I am that I am is not YHWH. I am that I am is not ALLAH. I am that I am is not none of the false gods that you worship in the devil's reality. Okay? You worship false gods in the devil's reality. I don't care if it's BUDDHA. I don't care if it's KRISHNA. I don't care if it's JESUS. I don't care if it's YHWH. The name of this game is the false reality of the devil. Who is the devil? SATURN. Okay? Boom. No YOLO. Remember, they fooled you and make you think you only live once. That's a lie. You live more than once. You've been here more than once. And your job is to gain the knowledge of being here more than once. If you believe in YOLO, you are still sleeping. You're still sleeping, Snow White. Okay? So no such thing as YOLO. You've been here multiple times. This is not your first time being here. This is not your first time messing up your life. This is not your first time getting it wrong and starting over again. And sometimes you don't have to start over again. Sometimes you can start over from 22 years old and keep on going. You don't remember you don't remember that you died at 45 and you back at 22 to get it right. You don't remember that. That's cheating. There are 8.2 billion people on the face of the planet Earth. 1.4 million know it's a game, and 1.4 million know it's a game. 1.2 million are the antagonists of the game. Who are they antagonizing? The 144,000 here to change the game. Now, this message that I'm giving is for the 144,000 that are here to change the game. If you are here to change the game, then you are of the 144,000. Now, how you know that you're here to change the game? Because every day you wake up, you realize that this is a computer-generated video simulation of the consciousness through the Saturn Moon matrix. That's how you know. Simple, easy, straight to the point. Okay? The majority of people that you encounter on a daily basis are NPCs and agents. Are NPCs and agents. Who are agents? The monitoring spirits. The monitoring spirits of the devil who monitor you to make sure that you are abiding by the rules of the game, like the agents on the Matrix. Like the agents on the Matrix. And remember this, and remember this. This is how you, and show me anytime, you ready for this here? Show me anytime in the Matrix where Neo doubted Morpheus. And show me any time in the Matrix where Trinity doubted Neo. And show me any time in the Matrix where Morpheus doubted Neo or Trinity or vice versa. They all played their part towards the ending of the sleeping consciousness that the Matrix has put the world under. They didn't never fought each other, never go each other, never had. Once you're truly awakened, ain't no beef. Ain't no beef. Only you responding to certain hostilities in a proper manner. Neo wasn't no punk. Neo knew how to fight. Trinity wasn't no punk. Trinity knew how to fight. Morpheus wasn't no punk. Morpheus knew how to fight. But they never, ever, 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 ever fought each other. The only time they fought each other when they were training for battling the agents in the Matrix. They never fought each other though. You niggas out here calling yourselves spiritual, fighting each other. You still asleep. That's the consciousness of Saturn. That's the consciousness of the devil. Okay? Moving right along. Woo! Okay? Your mission, your mission is to awaken the sleeping avatars who are meant to change the game and shine a light on certain NPCs so that they can begin to play the game. Our mission is to wake up. Wake up. I know you still enjoy your sleep time. I know you still want to hit the snooze button. I know you still want to get a few more hours of sleep. I know you still want to get a few more seconds on the alarm clock, but it is time to wake up. It is time to wake up. Why? Because that is your overall mission. That's what you came to do. You came here to wake yourself up, and through waking yourself up, you show others how to wake up, just like on any other Android game. As a matter of fact, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in one split second after this commercial break. Hold on.
Miracle Food is the ultimate superfood to elevate your diet. Made with only 3 all-natural ingredients, it's completely allergen-free and works as a powerful detox. Miracle Food helps cleanse the body of toxins, supports weight loss, stabilizes emotional and mental well-being, improves sleep, boosts energy, and promotes disease prevention, among many other benefits. Miracle Tea is our all-natural blend of 9 herbs designed to target a range of health issues. It enhances energy, relieves bloating and constipation, eases pain and swelling, lowers blood pressure, and even treats eczema, liver disease, and bronchitis. Together, Miracle Food and Miracle Tea form a powerful duo known to support the healing of even the most stubborn conditions. From cancer to STDs, kidney stones to the common cold, these products offer an intracellular cleanse that strengthens immune health and promotes total body wellness.
Boom. So, wake avatar. So, what is the? Sorry. So, bam. Now we getting to the meat and potatoes. Your mission in the game is for your higher self to awaken within your lower self and take over the avatar, permanently take over the avatar. Not, oh, I took over my avatar in 2024, but I lost myself in 2025. That ain't the full takeover. To take over the avatar, take over the consciousness, the mind of the Saturn Moon Matrix, right? Take over that and begin to wake up others to that. But how can you do that when you won't even think that you're playing an actual computer simulation game like The Sims? It's just like The Sims. Go look at The Sims. Everything you could do on The Sims, you could do in real life. Everything you can do in The Sims, you can do in life. Think about it. Think about it. We all have that moment. If you're a spiritual person, we all have that moment of awakening, the aha moment. But not the aha moment that comes and flees. We always have that. But the aha moment that stays and gets rooted permanently, right? That aha moment, when that aha moment kick in and you completely change your life, that aha moment kick in and you completely change everything about yourself, revamp your whole life, and never look back. And none of the things that used to get at you could get at you, and you're vibrating so high that people don't want to be around you no more, and it's lonely at the top, right? That aha moment right there. So hold on, wait a minute. Boom. Now, unclog the system. We are here. For those who know, we are here to unclog the system. Why? The system, the mind of the devil has taken over the system so much, has hacked the system so much that the people who came here to play the game, evolve, grow, and move on can't do it because they keep getting trapped into the rings. The ring around the rosy, pocket full of toesy, ashes to ashes, we all fall down, right? We keep getting locked in that system. How we keep getting locked in that system? Because we all fall victim to the clock. Take the C off a clock and you got locked. Understanding that the clock, aka the clock, is the tool that the devil uses to keep us to keep us locked in this jail cell world. Okay. Now the system has become clogged. And when the system becomes clogged, you send when piping systems become clogged, you send what? Plumbers. So we are plumbers of light that came to shine the light within the clogs of the system, so that remember you take the C off a clog and you got log. Log, come on, log represents what? The shit emoji, right? We've come to flush out the system and unclog the system and wake people up to the game that they're really playing. But you can't wake people up to the game that they're playing until you actually 100 fully embody the knowledge that this is an actual computer game. And we're going to get into how life is a game. There's plenty of things that show you that life is a game, right? The number one way that you can wake up in order to beat the game, the number one way is activating your chakras. I tell you guys all the time, I created a system where you can activate your chakras. Your chakras can heal anything. Your chakras can regenerate cellular tissue. Your chakras can regenerate bones, bone marrow. Your chakra can regenerate eye damage. Your chakras can regenerate brain damage. Your chakras can regenerate any body damages. Um, your chakras can get rid of all diseases. Your chakras are your main source of income. Your chakras are your main source of income when it comes to gaining spiritual currency and spiritual benefits and cosmic currencies. If you want to beat the game of life, you must activate your chakras. I am here in the full body and flesh of a human being to give you this light. The system has become clogged, and Ra is here to shine the light so that you guys can go straight through and continue and complete your mission and your goal. How do you do that? FCA yoga, activating your chakras. But most people are afraid to do this. Most people don't have the discipline to do this. And that's the main thing, the discipline. It takes discipline to sit still every day with your eyes closed and activate your chakras and feel the pulsating of your spirit and soul vibrating through your skin. Feel the energy of your chakras vibrating from within. Feel your cellular tissue regenerate and heal. Feel all of the parts of your body that begin to heal through the activation of your chakras. And I've been giving you guys the game on chakras. Stop. Come on, man. You know I'm the chakra man. Come on, man. You know I've been giving the business of the chakras, bro. I am chakra doctor, and the algorithm guy came later. But if you can look at this and screenshot this, you can see what your major chakras, what your chakras are in control of. So this is your avatar. This is your avatar body. That shell you see, that belongs to Mother Nature, right? But guess who you are? You are truly these little points of colored light flowing up and down the spinal cord of the body right here. That's who you really are. See, you think your soul is just this one bubble of light. No, your soul is all, your spirit and your soul is all of this right here. Now, they don't show on this diagram your palm chakras, your wrist chakras, your elbow, your shoulder, your neck, your hips, your thighs, your rear end, your knees, your feet, and your ankle chakras. But they still show your seven major chakras. This is why the earth, remember, and this is the reason why only seven chakras, seven major chakras can incarnate into the body, because that's all the devil allows for you to play the game. If any more major chakras were to enter the body, you immediately wake up out of this matrix and the game would be over and it wouldn't be a game. You'll immediately remember who you are. But seven chakras, that's just enough to play the game but not remember who you are, right? And the gaming sequence can play out. And we're going to talk about the gaming sequence in a split second. We're about to talk about the gaming sequence, right? Let me get back into this to this science real quick though. All right, and I'm gonna show you. And this time, you want to know how activating your chakras is. You want to know how activating your chakras is the main goal of waking up. Here we go. When I first started, when I first woke up in 2015, I was in New Orleans, Louisiana, activating everybody's chakras, going around the city making noise, spiritual noise though, spiritual noise, going around the city, making noise, spiritual noise. And one day, a limousine pulled up on me. It was them people. It was them people that asked you to join them organizations. They told me that they'll give me whatever I want: riches, fame, power, wealth, make me a part of the club. So much so that I won't even have to join the conventional way because I done came up through my own magical ways. And my own magical ways are superior to their magical ways, and they would love to learn from me. They would love for me to be an asset to their company, right? The only stipulation that I would have to do was stop activating people chakras. Hell no. You think I did all these years of suffering, all these years of coming up so that you can tell me what I can and cannot do? So that you can tell me, oh yeah, he's gonna be he's gonna be he's gonna be your OG. You think I went down the path of self-sacrifice, the path of self recognition, self-knowledge, self-awareness, self-love, everything that has to do with self? You think I went down that path so that you could pull up on me in your little limousine with your little white beard, smoking your motherfucking cigar with your little bodyguards in there for extra added scare tactics and tell me you gonna give me everything under the sun? Nigga, I am the sun. I am the son of the great grand holy mother of all divinity, and you ain't gonna never forget that. I am Ra in the flesh, and I ain't talking about no figuratively. I'm not talking about no metaphorically. I am talking about literally. I am the sun that you see in the sky in the flesh. Came here to give you the light, wake you up, so that you can stop living monotony in the simulation. The game has gotten clogged up. Some wheels, so they got some cogs in the wheels that I've come to repair. And you think you're gonna be able to come at me with your little trinkets and tell me you're gonna give me whatever I want as long as I stop activating their chakras? And their chakras are the light. The chakras, that's Lucifer. If y'all want to know what the chakras is, the chakras are Lucifer. The chakras is the shit that brings light. And they and they demonize it in all of the devil's religions. They demonize it in all of the devil's religion. So this is how I know that the chakras are the main point of the game. This is why you think all the Christians try to tell you don't activate them damn chakras, and the Muslims tell you don't mess with the chakras. How come you think all major religions tell you to stay away from the chakras? And I just showed you how all major religions belong to the evil one. The Bible says this world belongs to the evil one. So you'll go in the world and mess with the lust of the flesh when it comes to religion. But when it comes to the kingdom of heaven that's within, they tell you that the kingdom of heaven is within. Well, your chakras within the kingdom of heaven. And they tell you, don't activate your chakras. What? Don't activate the light that's within me? Why would you tell me such a thing if you meant good for me, religious person? Why would you want me to rely on the lusts of the flesh to get through life? Because the moment you start activating your chakra is the moment you begin to awaken the who? Higher self within the avatar. Once you start activating your chakras and awaken the higher self within the avatar, the higher self begins to what? Input commands into the ego, input commands into the body, input commands, and that's where that stuff comes. We say, I am the master of my reality. Who is my though? Don't think my is you. You are not my is not you. You are not the self. The self is not you. You are the I. See that? You are the I. Yeah, that's who you are. You are the I am that I am. And as long as you don't recognize that, they cool with that. You can claim any deity on the face of the planet you want. As long as you don't go around saying that you're God. The minute you start to go around saying that you are God and you got control of the avatar and you got control of the ego, now they're gonna gang. You thought it was gang stalking you before. They're definitely gonna gang stalk you now. Okay? They definitely gonna gang stalk you now. The Sims fun. This don't sound like fun. Shit. The reason why I don't sound like fun because you ain't awakened. Of course it's gonna be bullshit. Of course you're gonna be going through bullshit because you haven't awakened. Remember that. You haven't awakened yet. This don't sound like fun because you haven't awakened. The minute you wake up, all this shit turn into fun. Even the bad parts. Because you know the bad parts are a part of the storyline that you signed up to come and play. Because you know the bad parts are the part of the storyline. Remember, me, myself, and I. Always remember that the ILLUMINATI shows you the difference between me and myself and I is all I got in here. That's what I found out. And it ain't no need to cry. From now on, I'ma be my own best friend. Why you think spiritual people are their own best friend? Why you think spiritual people are married to their families and their children and nothing else? Why? Because they understand the dynamic of the Trinity. And the Trinity is me, myself, and I. Me being my mind, myself being my body, and I being the spirit that controls myself and my body. I mean, my controls my mind and my body. Why do you think they're so heavily focused on the I? Now we're about to get into full gameplay. I gave you the warm up. Now we about to get into full gameplay. Zodiac characters. So I told you that you signed up to come play the devil's game, right? And the foundation of the devil's game, let's get into it. The foundation of the devil's game are the modes. Before you sign up for your character, you got to ask, what mode do you want to be? Do you want to be cardinal? Do you want to be a fixed? Do you want to be a mutable mode? There are certain signs, there are certain characters you can play if you are mutable mode. There are certain characters you can play if you are fixed mode. And there are certain characters that you can play if you are cardinal mode. So this gaming sequence, I am a cardinal mode. My cardinal mode, what comes with cardinal? Before you ever pick a character, understand the mode that you pick determines your baseline behavior, your baseline sleep behavior. Because once you wake up, your modes don't matter once you wake up. Because once you wake up, you are able to embody all modes. So now, analyzing which mode you want to be determines which character you're going to be able to pick and choose. So if you're going to be a cardinal mode, just know that all cardinal signs, whether you're Aries, whether you're a Libra, whether you're a Cancer, or whether you're a Capricorn. Now remember, Aries and Libra are partnered on the zodiac. Cancer and Capricorn are partnered on the zodiac. Why you think when you gambling and dice, they say bet on fours and tens? Because because Cancer is the fourth house of the zodiac, and what Capricorn is the 10th house of the zodiac. So they bet on fours and tens and dice. And remember, dice is based off of the 12 house of the zodiac. That's why you only got 12. That's first and foremost, that's why they made in the form of a cube. The cube represents who? Saturn, right? And then that cube, each cube goes up to the number 6. What did that 6 represent again? Saturn. So now if you're gonna be Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. Libra is the seventh sign of the zodiac. 1 and 7 is what? 8, but that's that 17. You'll see a lot of symbolism within the hidden esoterics about the 17. But if you are what? The cardinal signs, there are 4 cardinal signs. Remember, there are 12 signs, 4, 8, 12. 4, 8, 12, right? There are only 3 modes. So 4 signs got to go to each mode. Each sign are partners, are mirrors on in the zodiac. All right. Zodiac is astrology. So before we ever get into numerology, in order for you to play the game, you have to pick what mode you're gonna be. Are you gonna be cardinal mode, which is Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn? And remember, Cancer and Capricorn. Remember, Cancer and Capricorn are the 2 pillars of the free people, the FM people. Cancer and Capricorn. Jakim, Yakim, whatever how you want to call it, Akim, Yakim, and Boaz, right? Are the 2 pillars of the zodiac of the free people. So understanding that. Boom. And if you're a cardinal sign, these energies automatically come with cardinal signs. Active, energetic, dynamic, initiating, leader, action, creativity, restless, and domineering. Period. You can't escape that if you are a cardinal sign, but you can hone the skills, you can train, you can take over the avatar and make these energies work for you. Boom. So if you're going to be fixed, you're either going to be a Taurus, you're going to be a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. Now remember, Leo and Aquarius are partnered on the zodiac. Taurus and Scorpio are partnered on the zodiac. Taurus is 2. Taurus is 2. Um, Scorpio is 8, 28. This is why there's a 28-day cycle going on. Remember this? Leo is 5, Aquarius is 11. All right? 5 and 11 is 16, 1 plus 6 is 7. We already goes back to those 7 chakras. They're all fixed. Now remember, Pluto just went into Aquarius, and for the next 15 years, all fixed signs, all of these 4 signs are going to face challenges for the next 15 years. Get ready. All of the cardinal signs on November, if I'm not mistaken, November the 19th, that's when the karmic cycle for the cardinal signs ended. 15-year karmic cycle for the cardinal signs ended this year. And it began for the fixed signs this year. Okay. So if you're a fixed sign, always know you're going to be stable, persistent, willful, stubborn, dislike change, opinionated, loyal, responsible, and preserving. Understand that's the basis of your character. So I want to be fixed. Well, which fixed sign you want to be? Which fixed lesson you want to learn? You want to learn an Aquarius fixed lesson? You want to learn a Scorpio fixed lesson? You want to learn a Leo fixed lesson? Or you want to learn a Taurus fixed lesson? If you are mutable, and then you say, I want to live a mutable life, and I want to go and play the game on mutable mode. Remember, they got 3 modes: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. And I'm gonna show you in a diagram in a minute. I'll show you in a diagram in a minute how it all plays out, so you can know the gaming sequence. So if you're mutable, just know that you're automatically are given the ability to be adaptable, variable, restless, easygoing, scatterbrained, flexible, communicative, detail-oriented, and resourceful. And let's go over here. Gemini is paired with Sagittarius. Virgo is paired with Pisces. Gemini is 3. Sagittarius is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12, right? Virgo is 6. Pisces is 12. 6 plus 12 is 18. Goes back to the 9, right? Understanding that if you want to live a mutable life, there's only 4 mutable lives you can live. Understanding if you want to live a fixed life, there's only 4 fixed lives you can live. And understanding if you want to be a cardinal life, there's only 4 cardinal lives you can live. Now, here's the breakdown of it. Boom. So to your left right here, these are the keys that opens the house of each particular zodiac. Aries key is I am. Taurus's key is I have. Gemini's key is I think. Cancer's key is I feel. Leo's key is I will. Virgo's key is I analyze. Libra's key is I balance. Scorpio's key is I desire. Sagittarius's key is I see. Capricorn's key is I use. Aquarius's key is I know. And Pisces' key is I believe. Aries symbol is the ram. Taurus's symbol is the bull. Gemini's symbol is the twins. Cancer's symbol is the crab. Leo's symbol is the lion. Virgo's symbol is the virgin. Libra's symbol are the scales. And notice how Libra is the only zodiac sign that doesn't has a human or animal depiction. Notice that, okay? And notice also how when you put Libra and Aries together, it spells libraries, which is the Lamb Book of Life. And if in case y'all don't know, the Lamb Book of Life is Facebook. In case you didn't know, the Lamb's Book of Life is Facebook. This is why you got to watch what you post on Facebook. Because they know when you've been sleeping, they know when you're awake, they know if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You better not shout, you better not cry, you better not pout. I'm telling you why Facebook is the Lamb's Book of Life, the library of souls posting their thoughts, their feelings, and projecting into the book and manifesting this, whether they know it or not. Scorpio's key is I desire. Scorpio is the scorpion. Sagittarius is the archer, or some people say it's the arrow, right? But only an archer can shoot an arrow, so it's the archer. That's why I say that. And this is where archangel comes from. Capricorn's key is the goat. This is why so if you see Capricorn and Cancer are partners, right? And as you can see, so the reason why they're so obsessed with talking about GOAT status in the industry is because Capricorn is the GOAT. And we're about to show you why they talk about Capricorn being a GOAT so much and GOAT status in the industry in a split second. Boom. Remember, so Aquarius is the water bearer. We're in the age of Aquarius, which lasts 2,160 years. So for the next 2,160 years, we are going to be experiencing the energy of Aquarius. And Pisces is the fish. If you look in the middle, the CFM stands for what? Cardinal, fixed, mutable. Cardinal, fixed, mutable. And it goes in that order. See? Cardinal, fixed, mutable, cardinal, fixed, mutable. So there are 4 cardinals, 4 fixed, and 4 mutables. 4, 8, 12. Zodiac. Okay? Boom. Now, getting to the next gram, Aries, the ruler, the landlord. The landlord of Aries is what? Mars. Landlord of Taurus is Venus. Landlord of Gemini is Mercury. Landlord of Cancer is the moon. Landlord of Leo is the sun. The landlord of Virgo is also Mercury, right? The landlord of Libra is also Venus. The landlord of Scorpio is Mars and Pluto, right? The landlord of Sagittarius is Jupiter. The landlord of Capricorn is who? Saturn. What does Saturn represent? The goat. So the reason why people talk about the goat so much is because of Saturn. And if you go and look, LeBron James, the greatest NBA, arguably the greatest NBA player of all time, is a what? Goat. Cap. Saturn. Then Aquarius is Uranus and Saturn, and Pisces landlord is Neptune. Okay? So once again, these are showing you the signs and the symbols, and also the landlords and the keys to the houses and signs of the zodiac. So you're either so when you're gonna pick a mode, and after you pick a mode, you're going to pick a character. Which character are you? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. That's your character. Now here comes the interesting part, because no one we could be the same character but completely different in mode and personality. Completely different in mode and personality, right? So you could be an Aries and I can be an Aries, but we could be two completely different types of Aries. You could be a Sagittarius, I could be a Sagittarius, but we could be two completely different types of Sagittarius. So now we're about to break down how the character play works. Okay, so the character play, when you pick your character, so we're going to use me for the guinea pig, because your character layout chart is in your natal chart, and you're about to see the gaming sequence right here. So we're going to use me as a guinea pig for the natal chart sequence. All right, boom. Here go my natal chart sequence. Now, as you see the sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. You see something called true node. You see something called ascendant. You see something called midheaven, Lilith, Chiron, Ceres, Pallas, and Juno. Now, when you're talking about the first 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? When you're talking about the first 12, these are your main functions. Now, for some reason, you see these numbers next to the signs. And let's get into the science of that. When you're playing the video game Madden and you pick your character in Madden or 2K or Halo or Call of Duty, and you're loading your character up with experience, with skill points and experience points, don't all of the different metrics of the setting of the numbers to that character differ depending on what you want that character to do? So if you want that character to have a higher passer rating, you're going to up the passing. If you want that character, if the character is a quarterback, you're going to up the passer rating and up his skills as a quarterback, the skills that improve him as a quarterback. If he, if you're trying to get him to be the best 3-point shooter, you're going to up the settings to make sure that his shooting skills are up to par to be the best 3-point shooter. Well, this is the same thing. These are the degrees of the zodiac. So the first thing shows you the degrees. Remember, there are 30 degrees in each zodiac house or zodiac sign. The second number you see after the first number, so the first number you see in the front, those are the degrees. You will never see that be higher than 30. The second numbers on the back, though, that's the literal minute you were born, and you will never see it get higher than 59. It's 59. It's 59 minutes, right? So, for instance, I was born. My sun sign, which is the area of the place that the sun was in when I was born. So the sun was in the 10th house of the 10th house in Aries when I was born at the 22nd degree in the 30th minute. But while the sun was at the 22nd degree in the 30th minute, the moon was at the 11th degree in the 34th minute. The Mercury was at the 23rd degree in the 37th minute. The Venus was at the 6th degree in the 25th minute. The Mars was at the 5th degree in the 44th minute. The Jupiter was at the 7th degree in the 7th minute. The Saturn was at 18th degree in the 38th minute, and so on and so forth. Uranus was at the 4th degree in the 8th minute, right? Neptune was at the 26th degree in the 58th minute, right? So these are, and you change 1 degree and change 1 minute, and that's a whole nother character. Change 1 degree, 1 minute, and change one house or any house, right? That's not a character, completely changes. Your degree and your minutes are your settings of the particular zodiac character. That's your settings. It is also where the planets were aligned when you were born. So Getting a natal chart reading and knowing your natal chart is very, very important because helps you learn your character. So I'm just gonna give three examples. I'm just gonna give three examples of how these settings align with my character and my storyline of who I am. Right? Boom. So if you look. Boom, my Jupiter was in Scorpio. If you look right here, Jupiter in Scorpio, if Jupiter right here, Jupiter in Scorpio at the 7th degree and the 7th minute. That R stands for retrograde. If you have any R's, retrogrades in your zodiac chart, that means that particular area of life is going to be twice as difficult for you to carry and handle than all of the ones that don't have the R. So R stands for retrograde. And retrograde means when that particular planet was appearing or spinning backwards, right? It wasn't going clockwise, it was going counterclockwise at that particular moment, which means basically like in Uno, reverse, reverse. It was going reverse, it was spinning in reverse, and that makes it harder for you to accomplish the goals and mission of that particular house and time and settings and degree and planet of that particular part of your character settings. So first and foremost, before I get into that, understand that your sun sign, there are three major there are the trinity of signs that compose who you are. I call that your big three. Why do I call it the big three? Because your sun sign is 25% of your character settings. Your moon sign is another 25% of your character settings. And your ascendant sign, right here where it says ascendant, that's another 25% of your character settings. And the other degrees can get a 1.5 to 2% of input into character. So that's 75, and then you go Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn at 1.5 apiece, and all the way down to Juno. That will add for up to the other completed to the 100 percentile. Okay, so boom, my Jupiter is in Scorpio, and what does that mean? That means I'm the depth seeker. I seek depth. It is Jupiter. It is Jupiter expressing my ability to expand, right? But who is the ruler of this particular house? Because the house is in Scorpio. Who is the ruler of Scorpio? Pluto and Mars, right? But it says ruler Pluto. What is the element of this sign? The element is water. What is the degree? 7th degree by the 7th minute. What mode is this? It is a fixed mode with a moldavite crystal. It represents the crown chakra and the 5 of cups. This is why I tell you the tarot is so accurate, because the tarot is modeled after the zodiac, and you can't get around that. The tarot is modeled after the zodiac. The zodiac character is who you are. Now, if you don't believe in the zodiac, just stay asleep. I ain't got time to argue with you. Just stay asleep. Okay? So now I'm gonna show you how this particular setting in my chart aligns with me really quickly, right? So it says Jupiter and Scorpio encourages you to explore the depths of your own psyche. Who is in control of the psyche when I first get here? Ego, the devil. So you want me to explore the depths of the devil and the mysteries of life. This placement gives me a natural affinity for business and finance. Do I own my own business? Yep. Don't ain't I the guy with the with the financial improvement algorithms that gives me that gives me an affinity for business and affinity for finance? Boom, there you go right there. It says what? Allowing me to excel in these areas. Do I excel in business? Yup. Do I excel in finance? Yup. Remember this. It's already written in my character that these are going to be a part of me. I just got to tap in. Right? Boom. Your determination and hard work, your determination and hardworking nature ensures that you have the drive to succeed in your material pursuits. In my material pursuits, I have the drive to succeed. I don't have to ask you that question. Y'all see this in my character when I be displaying myself online. All right. Furthermore, your intense emotional drive for security and personal success fuels your ambition. They want to take me for my ambition. This ambition combined with your investigative nature leads you to delve deeply into any subject that piques your interest. You have a natural inclination to uncover the truth. I have a natural inclination to uncover the truth. And don't and don't y'all see? Chakra out to the realest nigga. That's why they always shadow ban him. Shadow ban and doing this because he uncovers the truth. There you go. Right. I have a natural affinity to uncover the truth, which extends beyond mundane matters and includes a fascination with the occult and mystical subjects. So it was already designed in my character playing mode that I was going to uncover the truth of magic and the occult and esoteric subjects. This is already written in my codes, in my programming. I had to wake up to this. I had to wake up to the truth of this. This truth was already there before I woke up to it. I picked this before I got here, right? Excel in business and finances, exploring your own psyche, aligning intentions with and values, reflecting on motivation for power. And then they have an affirmation to go with it. Wait a minute. That's one. Boom. Mercury in Aries, the exaggerator. Now, when I first read this, I was like, I don't be exaggerating, nigga. Da, 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 da. I be telling it like it is. But, but if you want to be technical, exaggeration is what's needed in order to manifest destinies that you are that you are not that you are haven't arrived to yet. For instance, I wanted to manifest I wanted to manifest $10,000. In order for me to manifest $10,000, I had to act, walk, talk, and feel like I already had the 10 bands before the 10 bands ever arrived. And in doing so, the 10 bands arrived. So I had to exaggerate to myself that I had more money than I already had in order for the 10 bands to arrive. And when the 10 bands finally arrived, I had to say, damn, I knew it was gonna come. But before it came, I had to exaggerate to myself and tell myself that I already had it when I didn't have it. Right? So Mercury and Aries, the exaggerator, it says this expresses how my mind works, right? The ruler is Mars, the element is fire. It is at 23 degrees and 37 minutes. It is the modality is cardinal. The yellow sapphire is the stone, and it is the throat chakra, speaking things into existence. Throat chakra, right? And the four of wands is the card that governs it. Wait a minute. Let's get into the business. With Mercury in Aries, you possess a mind that is what? Decisive, quick-witted, and observant. Your mental agility allows you to think on your feet, making you adept at coming up with original and inventive ideas. Don't I do that, y'all? I'm just showing you. I don't want to stay long on me. I'm just showing you. I'm just being using me as a guinea pig. Uranus in Sagittarius, the visionary voyager. It is the expression of my individuality, and the ruler of it is Jupiter. Element is fire. It is at the fourth degree in the eighth minute. Modality is mutable. Aquamarine is the crystal, and the third eye chakra is the energy that sources it or supplies it, and the card is the Eight of Wands, right? Boom. And Uranus, the planet of innovation and change, involves moves through Sagittarius, the key sign of expansive belief and broad horizons. You possess an innate desire to challenge the established norms and push the boundaries of conventional thought. Your mind is wired to think outside of the box. I'm always telling y'all to think outside of the box, right? Your mind is wired tell you think outside of the box, um, and seek out fresh perspectives, valuing the pursuit of knowledge and the exploration of new ideas. Isn't this chakra doctor? All right, boom. Now we're about to get and show you how the character don't lie. So they did an analysis of all of the main serial killers within the past 35, 40 years, however many years, right? And they showed you how all of them were only four signs: Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces. That's it. Y'all better watch out for them Sagittariuses, them Geminis, them Virgos, and them Pisces. Why? All the serial killers: Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ed Gein, John Wayne Gacy, Mary Bell, Leslie Bailey, George Chapman, David Berkowitz, Kenneth Bianchi, Richard Biggenwald, Terry Blair, Dean Carter, Richard Chase, Alton Coleman, Charles Cullen, Andrew Cunanan, Albert DeSalvo, Donald Henry Gaskins, Randy Stephen Kraft. Kraft, that remind me of the Kraft family, that Kraft boy. I wonder if he was related, if they're related. Timothy Kregisser, uh, Henry Lee Lucas, Richard Ramirez, Andres Pandy, Paul Bernardo, Danny Rowling, Arthur Shawcross, Gerald Stano, Mary Beth Tinning, Otis Toole, Wayne Williams, and Eileen Warrenos. There was only four signs: Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces. Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces. Hold on. Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, Pisces. Sagittarius, Gemini, Gemini, Virgo, 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 Gemini, Sagittarius. Um, Pisces, Virgo, Virgo, Pisces, Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Gemini, Gemini, Virgo, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, Pisces. Virgo going crazy with the serial killing. So go to show you the different signs you are, or the different signs, the different zodiac characters you sign up for, you will encounter that. You will, this is the name of the game. The name of the game has been and always will be self-sacrifice. Self-sacrifice to what? Your character in the zodiac. Your character in the zodiac determines your your actions in life, especially the things that you go through that you don't know why you're going through. Lord, why I'm going through this? Zodiac. Period. So zodiac characters. Another name of the game is identifying your higher and lower self. It is your mission. It is your mission to activate your chakras. When you activate your chakras, you will activate and send signals to your higher self. When you send signals to your higher self will begin to take over and want the higher things for you, want the better things for you, and it is up to you to identify. So it's up to you to identify the voices you hear in your head. When the lower self, this is how you know it's the lower self, because the lower self always talking, trying to convince you of shit. The lower self always the lower self always yipping, always yapping. You wonder how you can shut your brain. Makes you wonder how you can shut your brain off. That's the lower self at all times. The lower self always with the chitter chatter. The higher self gonna say that shit one or two times, and it's gonna say that shit in a calm voice. It's gonna say that shit in a calm, authoritative voice. You shouldn't do that. Once again, better not do that. That's it. You ain't gonna hear the higher self no more. Higher self always sounds like the version of you that you wish to be. Damn, I wish I was that nice. I wish I was that cordial. I wish I was that articulate. I wish I was this. I wish I was that. That's how the higher self sounds. And it only speaks in soft. It only speaks in a soft tone. It don't speak in a hard tone like rah, 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 rah. That's not the higher self. If it's screaming and it's the higher self ain't about to cuss you out. The higher self ain't about to cuss them out. The higher self ain't about to do no profanity. The higher self ain't about to think of no vulgarness. The higher self ain't thinking about the trouble it can get into. The higher self ain't trying to worry about the club. The higher self ain't worrying about her phone number. The higher self ain't worrying about none of that. The higher self is the voice that speaks to you on on occasion when your mind has gotten silent enough to receive what it has to say. The lower self gonna always be talking, trying to convince you of what to do. Always. That's the ego. All right. Getting in the mirror and having conversations with yourself. Getting in, I know it sounds crazy, but you need to start getting in the mirror, looking yourself in the eye, because the eyes are the windows to the soul. Listen, start looking in your own eyes, and start talking to your higher self, and start telling your higher self, teach me. I'm I'm surrendering. I relinquish control to you. Talking to your higher self. Higher self, I surrender. Higher self, I relinquish control to you. And eventually, your higher self will start guiding you down the path to righteousness. And that righteousness is going to guide you into the right people, places, and things that are going to help you, give you the tools to give your higher self, so that your higher self can take over the lower self, which is what? The body and the mind, the avatar. That's the name of the, that's another name of the game. Okay. So start having those conversations with yourself. What I mean by having conversation with yourself, start getting in the self, start getting in the mirror and start telling yourself, oh, bitch ass nigga, you not gonna smoke no more cigarettes. Oh, stupid asshole, you're not about to sleep with no more dudes. You're not about to sleep with no more dudes and gain no more bodies until somebody put a ring on your finger. Oh, whoop-de woo this, whoop-de woo that. You got to start having those conversations with yourself out loud, not inside of your mind. Your mind is you remember your mind is the devil's playground. Out loud, verbatim, and start speaking to your higher self. Higher self, help me. Higher self, I surrender and relinquish control to you, and start talking to your lower self. Lower self, you're not about to keep fucking me up. Lower self, you're not about to keep having me in fear. Lower self, lower self, I defeat all anxieties that you bring to the table. Lower self, I defeat all fears. I delete. Remember, your body is a machine, your brain is a computer. It understands the term delete very well. Lower self, I delete all anxiety. Lower self, I delete all depression. Lower self, I delete all energies that are not conducive, are not productive to my higher self goals. Period. Period. Start having those conversations in yourself. Oh, this is very important. The sleep stage storyline. So until you wake up, your body and your mind will be on autopilot like any game. You ever been playing a game and you finish the board or you finish a level of the game, and then the gaming console and the computer takes over, and this dialogue begin to happen, and certain storylines begin to play out. Y'all play Halo, y'all play motherfucking Call of Duty, y'all play Final Fantasy, y'all play role playing games, y'all play The Sims, y'all play different games. And don't there's always a part in the game where the computer takes over and the storyline goes a certain way according to what you decided in the game. That's I call it the sleep stage storyline. When you're asleep and you are not aware that this is a video game, the things that are happening to you in life, the things that are happening to you in life is literally a part of your avatar's storyline. It is literally a part of your avatar storyline. So when you're going through that pain, that drama, that woe is me, why is this happening to me? This is literally part of the game taking over, the game of life taking over, and making sure that the storyline that you signed up for to learn lessons from happens. If you signed up to learn lessons from heartbreak, then people gonna break your heart and you ain't gonna be able to stop that. If you signed up to learn lessons from people dying, then people gonna die in your life and you ain't gonna be able to stop that. If you signed up to learn lessons from being hard headed, then you gonna be hard headed and nobody ain't gonna be able to stop that. But keep in mind that all of these things are on autopilot until you wake up. When you wake up, now the storyline begins to change because your choices begin to change. When your choices begin to change, when you start making higher self-based choices, your storyline will progress. When you make lower self-based choices, your storyline will loop and stay the same. Lower self-based choices, your storyline loops and stay the same. Higher self-based choices, your storyline progresses and moves forward in the game. Okay? So all that shit you went through in childhood, that was your storyline on autopilot, waiting, going through what it needed to go through in order to develop your character, your Zodiac character, going what it needs to go through to develop what you are here to learn, because you signed up here to gamble with your chakras, gamble with your spirit, gamble with your soul, so that you can learn these life lessons and come back to the spirit world and teach others and show others what you learned when you were playing the game of life on Earth 3D. Okay? Understand this. Understand this. All right. Boom. There's a game for everything that we do in life. This is how you know that life is a game. Let's go. Every single thing that you do in your daily life, there is a different game that people play on their apps or people play on the video game to show you, to teach you how to play that particular character or how to play that particular character trait or learn that lesson in real life. This is how you know that life is a game. You ready? You've been here more than once. What game doesn't give you the chance to be here more than to play it more than once? When your character died and you gotta start back from the checkpoint. Same thing with life. A lot of y'all be thinking y'all need to be a baby to come back here. No, nigga died at 49. And his last checkpoint was at 29. All right, we're gonna start you back from 29. So from 29 all the way on up, you get to play the game again. Groundhog's Day. You get multiple chances to play it. Okay. Every game, no matter what game you play, every game is designed, even though it's designed for fun, it's designed to teach you a lesson. Every game is designed to teach you a lesson. This game is no different. The game of life is no different. This is how you know that life is a game. So much so that everything in the game of life, they've labeled it a game. The political game, the medical game, the dope game, the rap game. I'm going out and hunting game. They got a rapper called The Game. They got a rapper called The Game. You got games on your phone. You got games on your TV. You got games on your fucking iPad. You got everywhere you go, there's a game waiting for you to play it. This is the game of life. Guaranteed, hands down, you can't escape it. It is the game of life. Everything in life is a game. And I got to hurry up and pay some bills. Let me hurry up and do that before I forget.
The people are raving.
The algorithms.
That's the algorithm.
There's money magic algorithms with
magic algorithms, y'all.
Money algorithms.
The algorithms are changing their lives.
See multiple bonuses.
Get in the bag, boy.
Algorithms are a hidden process and set of magical rules for your computer or phone to follow. In order to problem solve the calculations in your lifestyle situations, improve areas in financial improvement, love and relationships, healing and protection, law and legal matters, learning and education, and curse-cross revenge. Life-changing results is only a click away.
I love these magic algorithms.
Yeah, man, y'all gotta get yourself a money magic algorithm, man, and just watch the fireworks in your life happen.
Buy full sets or get them individually for only $5. Visit chakradoctor.xyz and get your algorithm today. The people.
Boom, we back. I had to pay some bills real quick. So there's a game for everything in life that we do. If you're a doctor, you can go on your app right now and remember, the game changed when the game changed with Atari. If you go look up Atari is some type of a god or goddess or whatever like that. But the game changed when Atari came. Now remember, I'm old enough and we old enough, the people that's watching this, a lot of people that's watching this old enough to remember. I remember when there weren't any video games. Video games didn't exist to that degree that they are now. And then all of a sudden, video games, phones, cell phones, smartphones, and all kind of phones came out, and boom, it's been on and popping ever since. Nintendo, all that shit, on and popping ever since. Then PlayStation took over Nintendo, and so on and so forth, right? Hold on, yeah. Let me get back to that. Everything we do in life is a game. So if everything that we do in life has a game for it and a gaming format for it, where do you think these little mini games that we play in life, where do you think they get their ultimate gaming format from? The game of life itself. So the game of life itself is this big grand game that our souls came to play. But within this grand game that our souls came to play, there are mini games that our souls play to learn ultimate game, or to waking up and realize that there's an ultimate game that we're playing. But a lot of people, most people, are not waking up to this, and this is why they got a clog in the system. And I am here to unclog the system. I wouldn't even be here, bro. I wouldn't even be here if the system wasn't clogged. The system is clogged. There is a hack on the system, and I am here to repair the system. That's the only reason why I'm here, bro. If it wasn't that, I would not be here. But I digress. Remember, clock is the lock. Remember this. The thing that keeps us tied in and locked in the system is what? Time. Because we're all after money, and time is what? Money. So, time is money, money is time. What does it take to make time, and what does it take to make money? In order to make time and in order to make money, one must pay attention. Whatever we focus our intention on, we're ready? Whatever we focus our intention on becomes what we pay attention to. And whatever we pay attention to becomes what? The time that we spend paying attention to it. And the time that we spend paying attention to it is our what? Spiritual benefits and cosmic currencies that we are willingly turning over to this particular material thing that doesn't deserve our time. Because remember, the eyes are the window to the soul. So when you're seeing something and you're looking at something, that is your soul actually analyzing and digesting that something. It can't nothing, and ain't no more valuable, and ain't no more valuable time than the soul's intention. Okay, and if you go look at that video about the clock, go look on TikTok, and they'll show you how the clock is literally wired. The clock is literally wired to show you. There's mathematical things on the clock that shows you that we're all locked in a gaming simulation of time. So this is why time is money. When you go into work, you gotta what? Clock in. Take the C off of clock and you got what? Locked in. You see how that go? What's the name of what's the name of that? What you call it? That nursery rhyme? Uh, the clock strike one, the mouse hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock strike one, the mouse fell down. Hickory dickory dock. These nursery rhymes are there to show you that you're in a computer generated simulation gaming system. And that gaming system is governed by the clock. The clock of who? The clock of Tropic of Cancer and the clock of the Tropic of Capricorn, which is who? What goes within that? What goes within that? Those two pillar time frames? The consciousness of the Saturn Moon matrix, the triangle. So at the top of the triangle is Saturn, right? Or you can say at the top of the triangle is Earth. At the bottom of the triangle is Saturn and the moon, and they both are sending consciousness, or both are sending frequencies up to the tip. And who is the tip? The Earth. Or you can reverse it. See, because you really can't reverse it, because at the tip right here, that's Earth. At these two bottoms right here, here is Saturn spinning, right? Saturn is spinning and it's feeding Moon. Moon is getting fed and feeding that consciousness to the tip. Boom. So this is why they be throwing that up like that. And this is why that element, and this is why that triangle is so important. You gotta get it though. If you don't get it, you just think they're throwing up symbols. Oh, they're just throwing up symbols. No, they're throwing up symbols of cosmic weaves throughout the fabrics of times. This is why when you scrolling on your phone, it tells you, it call it a timeline. Well, remember what that line? That line is that those strings that controls the puppet. What do those strings represent? The string theory. What is the string theory? How all is connected through the strings and fabrics of time. Time. Remember this. This is classic. This is classic 100% game I'm giving you. See, show you once again how you tell you giving a nigga some game. Quit playing games with my heart. Quit playing games. You playing games, man. I don't. You know, my mother say I don't play no games. I don't play no games. I don't play no games. Yeah, you play games, nigga. You play the ultimate game called life. You just don't remember. You think you are. You think you are that body. You think you are the voice that you hear in that mind. No, you are not that body. You are not the voice that you hear in that mind. You are the ultimate gamer. Ready Player One. You are Ready Player One. Remember, player one stands for what? The oneness. The oneness of what? The oneness of the consciousness, the oneness of the collective that you decided to separate from. You decided to separate from the collective. You decided to separate from the kind. Hold on, man. Let me move around. Let me get on before I get spit on right quick. Hold on, let me move around. Let me get on before I get spit on right quick. You heard me? But you did. You are the one that controls the collective. You are the one that controls the. You are the one that's separated. You understand me? And next time I'm gonna do some shit to match that energy. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna do. Next time I'm gonna do some shit to match that energy. You gotta match people energy. You understand me? But you are the one that controls the collective. You are the one that controls the time. You are the one that controls what's going on in the building. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, let me come in. This is why I get it on anyway. Uh, you are the one. At the end of the day, yeah, man. You know, even your relatives. You know what I'm saying? Even your relatives be hating on you. You feel me? So you got to make sure you always in alignment with the time. You always got to make sure you in alignment with the time. You feel what I'm saying? But what I was saying, anyway, boom. So with that being said, hold on, we got more. Your childhood training is for the real game. Now, you wonder why ever since you wonder why you've been going through this and that ever since this and that. Oh, when I was a child, I got abused. That was training. Training for what? Training for your awakening. When you wake up to that this is a gaming simulation, all that shit you went through as a child gonna make sense. All that shit you went through as a toddler gonna make sense. All that shit you went through as a teenager gonna make sense. All that shit you went through as a young adult gonna make sense. All that shit you went through as an adult gonna make sense when you wake up and realize that this is a game. And your childhood traumas, your childhood experiences are the training. It is the training sequence. It trains you and shows you how to make sure that it trains you and shows you and inputs data. Why do you think that? So the science goes like this: from your first 0 to 7 years of life, from your first 0 to 7 years of life, you feel what I'm saying? Guess what? That's your chakras. That's your mind and your brain and your machine and your computer soaking and recording, and your spirit and your soul slowly but surely growing within the avatar. Your first year is your root chakra growing. That's why from a 0 to 1 year old, all a baby cares about is feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. Right? That's all a baby cares about is feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. And then at the second year, from the first to the second year, the motherfucking sacral chakra start going up. The motherfucking sacral chakra start going off, and motherfucker, what you call it? And you be seeing the babies, and you be seeing the little boys and the little girls start messing with their stuff down there, right? Boom, that's your sacral chakra. Second year. Your third year is your what? Your solar plexus. Your third year is your solar plexus starting to activate. Wait a minute, let me show. I think I got pictures of this stuff. Hold up. Your third year is your solar plexus activating. Your fourth year, as a 4 year old, why you think 4 year olds are so tender? Why you think 4 year olds are so loving? Because that's their heart chakra year. That's the year that the heart chakra activates. Why you think 5 year olds are so vocal? because that's the year that the throat chakra, vocal chakra activates. Why do you think 6-year-olds are so inquisitive? And at 6 years old, you can always see some type of genius, popping out the child, because that's when their third eye. You feel me? And why do you think 7-year-olds think they know it all? Because of the crown chakra, and their spiritual connection to the cosmos has been activated. And then that 7-year loop begins again. The 7-year loop begins again. And then you're able to say, okay, well, wait a minute. Okay, well, wait a minute. So from 0 to 7 is programming. And then at 7 to 14, the 0 to 7 programming loops like the rings of the God of this world. The rings of the God of this world, it loops like the rings of the God of this world. Why do you think it does it in 7-year cycles? And why do you think it does it? Why do you think a dog? So dog spelled backwards is God, and a dog age, for every 1 year we age, a dog age is what? 7. 7. Remember, see 7 upside down, Bob? That's that L. 7. L7 is a what? Square. Square is a what? Cube. Cube is who? The God of this world. And then so remember, so from 0 to 7, then from 7 to 14, then from 14 to 21, then from 21 to what? 28. That's your 4 sevens. When you make it to 28, when you make it through 4, remember 4 is the what? 4 is the number of the God of this world. 4 is the number of the God of this world. What it said right here. The ritual is designed for 4 participants with 1 participant invoking set. Remember, they said the number 4 as the number of the manifestation of who? YHWH, the God of this world, aka Set, aka who? Ring around the rosy, pocket full of toesies, Lord of the Rings. So understanding this whole gaming sequence is controlled by the God of this world. Understanding that, and you must, you either gonna do it later or you're gonna do it before. If you choose to go through pain and suffering before, then you won't have to go through so much of it later. And if you want to choose to go through pain, through suffering later, you won't have to go through it so much as before. So for instance, a person that never been through nothing as a child, it's hard for them to grasp how life is as an adult, because they never been through nothing as a child. And then they start going through stuff and it's like, wow, what the world must hate me. No, you decided in your gaming sequence to go through pain and suffering later. But the people who go through pain and suffering as children, you'll see that they easily, or that they come into their character's higher consciousness faster than those who decide to come into it later. You see how they go? So yeah, if you was raped, tortured, beaten, maimed, abused as a child, you come into higher consciousness faster than the person that gets raped, tortured, murdered. I'm sorry, not murdered, raped, tortured, abused, and maimed as a young adult. But we all got to go through it. We all got to go through what? The pain and suffering of the learning of the game. We all got to go through the pain and suffering of the learning of the game. Guarantee it never fails, bro. Don't ever. So get it over with. Stop being woe is me. Stop saying, oh, woe is me. The world is against me. Oh, no, nigga, it's the gaming sequence. You signed up to come here and play the game. Now, wake up and realize it, okay? Wake up and realize it. Boom. Hard work, discipline, dedication, and time. Ooh. This the part of the game that all y'all hate, including myself. I hated it too. Hard work, dedication, discipline, and time. It takes time to work hard. It takes time to dedicate yourself. It takes time to discipline yourself. It takes time. Because a lot of y'all get into this game and y'all think, oh, I'm about to put in these 1 year, these 2 years, and everything gonna be all right. Hell no, dummy. This is a game of life, and you're in this game for life till death do you part from life. So the time, how much time it take to be, how much time does it take to become a master of self? A lifetime. How much time does it take to discipline yourself? A lifetime. How much time does it take to dedicate to yourself? A lifetime. Understand that your first 10 years, that's golden. That's where that's the goose that laid the golden egg. Your first 10 years of awakening. Because your first 10 years of awakening are all of the wow, I can't believe it. They hating on me because I'm doing good now. They hating on me. I don't have any more friends now. It's lonely at the top. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Wow. You go into the wow and you shock and you realize that everybody that you was friends with before you woke are not friends with you now. All the family members that you had connections to before you woke, they not cooling with you now. They keep their distance from you. They keep their conversation short with you. Oh, hey, girl. Oh, hey, boy. I miss you. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Click. I seen a video on TikTok that was mimicking one of the lectures that I had put out that said, vibrate so high that evil can't stand to be around you. Vibrate so high that vibrate so high that enemies come out the woodwork and start attacking you. Vibrate so high that motherfucker. Look, I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. When you vibrating so high, it's like you on. It's like you on the 99th floor. It's only like you on the 99th floor of the Empire State Building. But they on the third and fourth and fifth floor. They ain't even make it past the 10th floor of the Empire State Building. And they got these rocks trying to throw rocks up to the 99th floor. Is the rock going to hit the 99th floor? Hell no, the rock not going to hit the 99th floor because he too low at the bottom. Remember in one of Jay-Z's raps, I'm in the air, I don't hear niggas corny raps. You got to be that. You got to be that for your avatar. When you start taking control of this avatar, there are enemies there are enemies that are going to try and there are enemies who are going to try and stop you from being the higher you. They're going to try to stop the higher you from taking over. They're going to try to stop your message from getting out there to the real niggas. They're going to try to stop it. You feel me? So once again, you can't worry about what these lower beings are doing. They low. They vibrate at a low pace. Hold on, I got it. They low. They vibrate at a low pace. So you got to realize that these lower level beings, you got to realize that these lower level beings are no match for you. No matter how low they vibrate, you vibrate so high that they can't stand you. No matter how low they vibrate, you vibrate so high and you rub them motherfuckers wrong. Why? Because at the end of the day, you are the fallen angel that fell into the body that came to teach this world how to play the motherfucking game. That's the name of the game. You feel what I'm saying? So don't worry about what haters is doing. Don't worry about what the look-a-who's are doing. Worry about your higher self taking over your avatar so that you can play the game and wake other motherfuckers up to the game. Because nigga, what knocked down Goliath? A pebble, nigga. What no bulldozer knocked down Goliath? With no motherfucking AK-47 knock down Goliath, nigga. It was a pebble from David. Nigga, David hit a nigga with a pebble from a slingshot. Pop! And knock down Goliath. So don't worry about what the Goliaths of the world got to say. Worry about what the Davids of the world got to say, my nigga. Become the David of the world and knock down your Goliaths. Because at the end of the day, they ain't nothing but cannon fodder, my nigga. They ain't nothing but play tools. This is a game. They are nothing but NPCs. They are nothing but agents. They are nothing but that which cannot defeat you. Remember, Saturn been a bitch. Saturn been a hoe. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Saturn like dick up his ass. Think about that. Saturn like to spread his ass cheeks and like dick up your butt. In order for you to join the free people, the FM people, what you gotta do? You gotta spread them butt cheeks, or you gotta sacrifice your family, right? That ain't gameplay. That's you ruining your gameplay. That's you messing up your gameplay. Your gameplay is to activate your chakras. Your gameplay is to feed your mind with knowledge because knowledge is power applied, not just reading books and not applying the shit. You got to motherfucking read the book and apply the motherfucking shit. Because when you apply the shit, that's when the shit start working for you. But as long as you worrying about what the next motherfucker saying, as long as you worrying about what the next motherfucker doing, as long as you worrying about how the next motherfucker moving, you losing focus on you. You losing focus on you, my nigga. So understand that. Fuck what the next motherfucker doing. Nigga, greater is he that lives in me than he that lives in the world. Who lives in you? God. And the God of this world don't live inside you. Well, the God of this world live inside your mind. That's your ego. That's Saturn. That's the motherfucker. That's the false God called Yahweh. That's the false God called Jesus. That's the false God called Allah. They serving a false God of this world. But the real God dwells within. Greater is he that lives in me than he that lives in the world. Or greater is she that lives in me than she that lives in the world. And we all got to answer to the great mother, nigga. Yeah, when I got back to the source, I found out the source wasn't even masculine, nigga. I found out the source was a whole feminine aspect, homie. So we all got to get back to the darkness because that's where everything grow at. The seeds grow in the darkness. Motherfucker, everything that good happens in the darkness. The light is the shit that burns everything up. Nigga, the sun can burn you. The sun can kill you. The water can kill you. The earth can kill you. The air can kill you. The darkness saves you. Nigga, go in the dark to get away from all that bullshit. Nigga gotta be a hermit to get away from all that bullshit, right? So understanding what's going on in life, you'll understand how to play the game. This is a video computer generated holographic world, and everybody you encounter, the majority of people you encounter, either gonna be NPCs or agents. Fuck them. They can't do nothing with you. They can't stop you. They can't mollywop you, nigga. Fuck them. Move, step. Nigga, I'm from New Orleans. Well, real steppers, we invented the word stepper. Nigga, we invented the word stepper. Understand where I'm from, nigga. We invented the word stepper. So step. Step in the Holy Ghost of the Spirit, though. Don't step in that low vibration shit. Nigga, vibrate high and step on their motherfucking neck because they can't stop you. Why? You backed by the great grand holy mother of all divinity. You backed by the great grand holy father of all divinity. And the great grand holy father of all divinity said, fuck Yahweh. The great grand holy father of all divinity said, fuck Allah. The great grand holy father said, fuck Jesus, nigga. The great grand holy father said, fuck Saturn, nigga. Why? Because we came to this game to defeat Saturn, homie. And if you don't like it, nigga, just turn the channel. If you don't like it, just turn the page. But guess what? We all gotta live our realities, and we gotta wake, and I gotta wake y'all up out of the false reality called the devil. Because devil is lived, spelled backwards. Evil is lived, spelled backwards. All y'all doing is just living backwards. Start moving forward and forward progressing, and you're gonna really start living. You ain't gonna be living, you're gonna be live. That's the name of the game. The name of the game is to go live, homie. And when you go live, you can defeat anything when you go live. Because why? Now you're taking evil and reversing it and turning it into what you needed to do. Remember, God is good. Just remove the O. A dog is God spelled backwards. So wait a minute. They say all dogs go where? All dogs go where? Go to heaven. Why? Because the kingdom of heaven is within, and the dog spelled backwards is God. So we already know that your spirit, your soul, your chakras, your mind, your body, your mind and your body ain't the real you, nigga. When you die, that shit going back into the ground. Who are you outside of this mind? Who are you outside of this body? And let me know and let me see you step in it, though. Let me see you walk how you talk. Let me see you move how you groove, nigga. Because at the end of the day, that's the name of the motherfucking game. Remember, we living in the game. Let me get to the next point. Hold on, man. The game is so real, you can't even fathom it's a game. That's how real this motherfucker is. This motherfucker, you could taste, touch, see, smell, hear, fuck, have babies, go get into beef, get into war, all kind of shit, and you forget that you're in the game. You forget that you're in a computer-generated holographic video game. Nigga, you walking around here letting life beat you up. You walk around here letting life piss you off. You walk around here letting life get to you, and you forget it's a game. Once you forget it's a game, now you locked into the rings of Saturn, homie. Now you locked into the rings of Saturn, the false god. We all know that Saturn is the false god, and he ain't got nothing to do, he can't got nothing to do with the Great Mother. He can't fuck with the Great Mother. The Great Mother is the source of all gods and goddesses. You understand that? So understanding that will put you in a whole position and put you in a whole put you in a whole another level of consciousness, and that other level of consciousness will take over the avatar and begin to step. Step in what? Step into the progress of who? The source. And when I got back to the source, it wasn't, and when I made it back to the source through activating my chakras, it wasn't no goddamn Yahweh. It wasn't no goddamn masculine God. It was 100% sacred, feminine, dark energy when I got back to the source. How you got back to the source, chakra doctor? Activating my damn chakras all day, every day, as much as I can, back to back, staying consistent, staying holy, staying righteous, eating right, thinking right, drinking right, speaking right, writing affirmations, listening to affirmations, reading books, looking at videos, looking at high hertz frequencies. Can't nothing stop you from improving you. The name of this game is self-improvement. So this, but the game's so real, you'll forget it's a game. You'll start eating and be like, this food good. Nigga, that ain't food, that's just codes. That's just codes getting sent to your brain. That's just codes getting sent to your brain, my brother. That's just codes getting sent to your brain, my nigga. Understand that these codes, remember, what is food is food is the devil's secret weapon. Food is the devil's secret weapon. When Jesus was on why you think when Christ went on the journey, he had to go on a fast? Because why? There are codes in the food. And and Yahweh came to him and said, hey, if you really the Christ, turn these stones, aka set represents stones, rolling stones, turn these stones into bread. And Christ told him, man should not live by bread alone, but by every word proceeded out of the mouth of God. So understand that the level that you living on is a higher level. Understand that the level that you living on is a greater level. Understand that the level that you living on is better than them. So stop letting the game get to you, and you start activating your chakras and you get to the game. You get into the game. We're gonna have questions and we're gonna have questions and answers. We're gonna have questions and answers. If you got any questions and answers, we're gonna have questions and answers after I finish. I'm almost finished. I'm almost done. Right? But I'm gonna show you a couple videos too that show you that this is a game. Boom. So the game is so real. One more thing about that. The game is so real, you can't even fathom it's a game. When you wake up in the morning, does the Mario Brothers sequence play in your mind? Wake up in the morning, do 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 do. I am about to brush my teeth and wash my face and get it to work. But I know the job that I'm going to is temporary. Why? Because I am the real ill spirit inside of this body. I am the real ill spirit come to waking the world up. It's time for you to wake the world up. We came to wake the world up. Man, I'm only speaking, man, for real, and like I told you before, in actuality, I'm only speaking to the 144,000 who is going to receive this message through this transmission. Everybody else is NPCs and agents. Everybody else is NPCs and agents, and last but not least, what? Monitoring spirits. Remember, a big part of this game is invisible. You can't see spirits. You can't see demons. You can see them manifest in human flesh. You can see them with your third eye. You can see them with your imagination. You can see, but with the naked eye, the only way you're gonna see the demons, angels, the dragons, and the jinn is through manifestation, through human meat suits. They show you this all the time on Supernatural. They never ever showed you a demon they never showed you, the only time they show you a demon is when the demon leaves the body and it looks like a mist, a smoke. When the angel enter the body, it looks like a white mist or white smoke. They showed you this on Supernatural. So when they teamed up with Crowley, Crowley looked like a human. When they teamed up with Lucifer, Lucifer looked like a human. Everybody, even when God himself came to play the game on Supernatural, Chuck, when Chuck, aka God, aka Yahweh, aka Saturn himself, came to play the game, he came into the game as a little man in human form. He did not, you never seen the true form of any angel, demon, dragon, or jinn. You only seen their form dwelling within the human body. This is the same way that the game goes. All right. So monitoring spirits are spirits that work for Saturn, that monitor the game and possess NPC bodies and possess and not only NPC bodies, they possess NPC bodies and they possess agent bodies. The Matrix show you this the most. And another thing with the Matrix show you this the most. When the lady at the grocery store and the agent is able to easily turn into her. Why? Because she is vibrating at the low level of the agent program. If she was vibrating at a high level of the agent program, the agent would not be able to turn into her. The agent would be able to, the agent would be her, the agent would be her pursuer. The agent would be her actual enemy, right? And if you notice, Trinity never talked back to Neo. Trinity never turned on Neo. Neo never talked back to Trinity. Neo never turned on Trinity, and they never turned on Morpheus. And remember, this is the thing though. You're certain stages of the game, you're going to be Morpheus, waking people up, offering the red pill or the blue pill. Certain stages of the game, you're going to be Trinity, following Neo, following Morpheus, doing as they say do, so that she can reach her highest potential. And in part of the game, you're going to be Neo, able to move about in the Matrix as you please, and not one agent gonna be able to do nothing with you because you done cracked the codes and you done broke the codes. Okay, so your first stage in the Matrix. So remember, who was the first person that Neo encountered physically in the Matrix? Trinity. So so let's say you're Neo, but remember, Neo was asleep. How long Neo was asleep? Neo stayed asleep until self-sacrifice came along. Let's go. Remember I told y'all the name of the game is self-sacrifice? Okay, here we go. The agents captured, so remember, Morpheus, so remember they always had and they always gonna have a rat, Cypher. They're always gonna have a rat in the game that's trying to stop you from reaching the full potential in the Matrix. Okay? So Cypher was that rat, right? Boom. Cypher ratted the team out on to the agents. That's how the agents was able to find them. It was either the agents were gonna catch them all and shoot them all up, or Morpheus had to self-sacrifice and sacrifice himself so the rest of the team could get away. So Morpheus made the first self-sacrifice. If you go look at the Morpheus, who is Morpheus? Morpheus is the what? The god of sleep. Morpheus is the god of sleep, and he gave them the option to go back to sleep or wake the fuck up with the red pill, blue pill. Right? So wait a minute, let's get it. Morpheus is the god of sleep, right? So boom, in analyzing that correctly, you understand me? As Morpheus being the god of sleep, you have to analyze and say, wait a minute, why did Morpheus sacrifice himself? Because the name of the game is self-sacrifice. I will sacrifice myself in order for the one to shine. This is the number one thing you've seen out of the Morpheus team. Everybody, especially when everybody found out that Neo who was who he was, everybody pulled in and sacrificed themselves against the Sentinels, against the agent program, against the Matrix. Neo was able to go and talk to Saturn himself. Say, hey, your Agent Smith program done got out of control. Your little demon done got out of control. I can help you. Wait a minute. So boom. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Morpheus sacrificed himself. When Morpheus sacrificed himself, that made Neo, what that made Neo do? That made Neo realize that he could sacrifice himself too. So Neo said, since you won't self-sacrifice for me, watch me. I'm about to self-sacrifice for you. And through Neo's self-sacrifice, he realized he's the one. Through Neo's self-sacrifice. If Neo would have never sacrificed himself, he would have never realized he was the one. But who did he go to? Did he go to the architect program to realize this? No. He went to who? The Great Mother. Who is the Great Mother? The Oracle. It was the Oracle that helped Neo realize that he was the one. It was the Oracle that told Neo, no, you're not the one, and that made him feel like, okay, well, fuck, since I'm not the one, I might as well sacrifice myself. It was the Oracle who was controlling the whole game, the whole fucking time. And at the end of part two, what happened? The Oracle, no, sorry, not the end of part two. At the end of part three, the Oracle and the architect, is it part two or part three? The Oracle and the architect having a conversation. It was Saturn having a conversation with his mama. And what he told her, you playing a dangerous game and she eating her little candy. We'll see. Shit, nigga, I'm the original Oracle program. I am the Great Mother program. So it was self-sacrifice. And then Trinity followed Neo and said, I'm coming with you. And we're gonna get Morpheus out the building. And they sacrificed themselves to get Morpheus out the building, which shows you once again that the name of the game is and always will be self-sacrifice. That's your energy meter. Your energy meter is self-sacrifice. All right. So if I'm not mistaken, and like I told you before, the agents are the monitoring spirits and the FM people who decided to take the side of Saturn. And right quick, I'm about to hurry and get into the video, the video that show you this. Look at the sacrifice game. Hurry up. Boom.
Marcus, we addressed this question a few months ago, and Marcus is coming back at us over it. And so, Julius, be prepared, Marcus, okay? A few months ago, you answered a question on how high-level people reach extreme success, actors and singers, but you stated they'd sold their soul to get there. Mm-hmm. I just can't wrap my head around that and understand this, but are you saying that there is not a single person out there who may have achieved their success in a true or organic manner without resorting to or giving into that method, or they've given part of themselves away?
Let us state this to you, Master, even though this is an extremely uncomfortable truth. There is a system that works on this earth ship called commodity. It is the way that your realm is governed. It's through the commodity system, commonly referred to as money. Money equals power. And you mostly pay a price to be in that powerful position by those that are in that position already, and will only allow certain new members to enter in through initiation. This goes long back into your history for thousands of years, where there is an elite group. And in that elite group, they are bound by rituals and by sacrifices in order for them to have money and power. In most cases, that is the continued state here on this earth ship. And it is extremely disturbing, because we could really freak you out by telling you what that really does entail. But anybody who is in the, pretty supercharged celebrity status, pretty supercharged political status, pretty supercharged athletic status, pretty supercharged in medical, we're telling you they've paid their dues to be there. You don't make it to that status without paying the dues. And we know this is hard because so many of you just love some of these people and you think they are so nice. And they're actors, okay? They have been groomed on how to present themselves in order to protect this club. Yes, we are telling you that is a truth. You can Google it. You can Google it.
Look up the Black Eye Club.
You can look up everything under the sun, okay? You can go down these rabbit holes, Masters, and yes, it's extremely disturbing, The cool thing is, it's changing, and it's trying to change. These things systems are being rooted out. We're going to go as far as telling you that most of what you probably perceive to be an elite celebrity group that you think you're still seeing are not them. They're either lookalikes or clones. The authentic ones have either been taken out or arrested for their nefarious activity, and you're going to find that out also. It's crazy. It's crazy. But, you know, if you don't want to believe it, that's fine too, Master. It doesn't affect us whether you believe it or not. The question is, how does this truth affect you? We want it to help you see things through clearer eyes. We want you to see it as an opportunity to make a decision for your own self, Master, as to whether you would sell your soul or where your integrity lies, or whether you would seek out the desire to protect these victims of rituals and root this out. Get rid of this nefarious energy. Get rid of this.
So boom, I wanted to show y'all this and make a few pointers. Number one, she confirms once again that the name of the game is sacrifice, whether it's self-sacrifice or you're sacrificing others. In order for you to get ahead in this game, you must sacrifice something. Even in it of yourself. If you sacrifice your mama, that's a part of yourself that you sacrifice. If you sacrifice your baby, if you sacrifice your brother, sister, cousin, uncle, that's all parts of yourself that you sacrifice. So it's still self-sacrifice, and you're just prolonging the inevitable. Number two, she hit y'all with the replacement theory, and she said that most of the celebrities that you see are not actually the real celebrities that you think they are, because they have already been, arrested and replaced. And they show you on the movie Hitman. Go watch the movie Hitman. The hitman killed the president, and then the president showed up the next day and did a speech, and he wondered how the fuck he killed how the hell the president show up the next day for the speech, but I killed him. He goes down the rabbit hole and finds out, oh, that's not really the president. That's a double. He went through surgery to put the president's face on him. Then another movie called Face Off show you once again how they take and exchange faces to replace these particular people, and they make sure that they don't give them they make sure that they don't do long interviews. They make sure that they don't do anything that human beings do that can identify the double. They don't do that. They make sure that, and they let you know all of them with it, not some of them, all of them with it. There is no innocence. There is no innocence. Let's get that clear. Let's get that clear before you niggas start trying to take up for these clowns. My only question is, why are clones selling us? Because that's the mark of the beast. That's the mark of the beast. That's easy. That's an easy question, man. Don't ask no man. Listen, I'm gonna give you a knuckle sandwich. Ask a question that makes sense. Ask a question that makes sense. That's the mark. Everybody gonna try to sell the mark of the beast to you. There's another mark coming. There's another mark of the beast coming with Elon and Elon and the microchip. Oh, the mark comes in all kinds of ways. The mark comes in all kinds of ways. So yeah, man, that's an easy one right there. But hold on, I'm about to show you how this stuff is a game, or it's really a computer generated, simulated game. Check it out.
Is the Earth actually just a simulation? There is a theory that humans are actually way more advanced beings, living in higher dimensional worlds, and that the Earth is actually a training ground, being used to prepare us for the impending disaster in the real world. It says that once the training is completed, we will pass on from this world and join the fight for humanity, even though there are many examples of us living in a simulation. And you can watch the full video by clicking on the link in the description below. Why is no one asking the question?
Because they still asleep. It's because they still asleep. That's why no one asking the question. That's fake. That's fake. So wait a minute. Let me get that into you right now. That's fake right there. Lyrians, Pleiadians. You know why? Listen. You ready for this? So hold on. I forgot to tell y'all this too about the game. Your character in the Zodiac you choose is aligned with a specific constellation. Now remember, the constellations are spiritual. The stars you see in the sky are spiritual. They're not physical. You can't go touch the stars. They're not really real. So when you're talking about the Lyran constellation, you're talking about a constellation, and all the constellations are spiritual in nature. So let's say if you are a Virgo, that means your soul and the main parts of your higher consciousness comes from the constellation of Virgo. But understand that each constellation and stars you see in the sky and groups of stars you see in the sky are spiritual in nature. The reason why we're able to see them with our naked eye, because they shine so bright, they penetrate all lenses of light. They penetrate every single lens of light. They penetrate it hands down. So when you're talking about aliens and you're talking about the constellations that they come from, this is spiritual in nature. You will never get on a spaceship and go there. The only way you will go there is by leaving this body and your higher consciousness regaining an even higher consciousness within the structure of the star. Because we live in stars, but we come to experience on planets. And the stars that we live in are spiritual. They're not physical. You can't touch them. You can't touch them. Okay? So understand that. Understanding that about the game. That is just that those stars you see in the sky, that's decoration. That is decoration reminding you that you are the star that fell to the ground in the body. You are the star that fell to the ground in the body. As a matter of fact, remember the chakra man shows you this. That shows you, look at that, look like stars right there. That look like stars that fell down inside the body and animated the body. It's simple. It's easy. It ain't hard. No, it ain't hard at all, man. Don't make this shit complicated, bro. That's how you know you're still asleep, because you're still trying to equate spirituality to physical reality. And physical reality, no. Let's get into it. Physical reality is fake. Physical reality is completely fake. Let me see something.
Ain't no way everyone here is a real person. Life is a simulation and a legitimate professor has proved it. James Gates, a theoretical physicist at MIT with 2 bachelor degrees and a PhD, found literal computer code embedded in the most fundamental building blocks of reality, called strings. Now, string theory is a tough one, but I'm gonna break it down for you in a way that an 11-year-old would understand. So if you don't get this, hey, go back to grade 5, bro. Alright, so we got my boy Einstein's theory of general relativity, which is basically just a theory of everything big. Planets, gravity, the universe, all the way back to the Big Bang. Then we got the new kid in town, quantum physics. This is the theory of everything small, like particles, atoms, and molecules, where the general laws of physics, like gravity, don't apply anymore. The same is true the other way around. Quantum laws don't apply to regular-sized physics. So we got general relativity, everything big, and quantum physics, everything small. Like, yo, dig. But both of these realms have the same parent, the Big Bang, at which point everything that is now big used to be small. If the small can become big, then quantum and general relativity need some sort of theory that can unify them. That is string theory. What happens to the big when it's small? What happens when you zoom into an atom? You see protons and neutrons in the center with electrons all around it. Now, what about inside a neutron? Even smaller particles called quarks. So how deep does the scale go? Conventional science will tell you there's nothing inside these quarks. But string theory suggests there's a tiny filament or a string of pure energy that exists inside of them. And just like the string of a guitar vibrates and creates different sound based on its shape and tension, the strings in string theory vibrate. But instead of sound, they produce matter in the form of particles. This completely changes the way you look at the world. Every particle in the universe is just a string vibrating at a different frequency, and every vibrational pattern has its own associated particle. So if you break anything down far enough, we're all just energy vibrating at differing wavelengths to form matter. Although it's still just a theory, this would link general relativity to the quantum realm and form what is known as the theory of everything. Okay, yeah, cool. Now where is this computer code found? When Dr. James Gates took a look at a set of equations derived from string theory, he found binary code, error correcting code used for compressing data on a computer. A sequence of ones and zeros, the same code that is used by popular search engines, which, according to him, who has a PhD in theoretical physics from MIT, doesn't just resemble computer code, it literally is computer code. Meaning, if we break matter and energy down far enough, we eventually find compressing computer code etched into the very fabric of reality. So, who wrote this code? Are we living in, dare I say, a simulation?
Yes, you're living in a simulation. And that string theory is once again the theory that shows you that you're living in a simulation. Understand that. All right. So once again, when you're analyzing this game, you have to analyze this game from a spiritual perspective. He said the strings are pure energy that tie both the big and the small together. So the relativity is everything, the theory of everything that's big. Quantum physics is the theory of everything that's small. String theory is the pure energy that connects it all. And now you have the what? The consciousness, the consciousness of the oneness. And that's what we all trying to get back to. We all trying to get back to the oneness. We all trying to be Neo and get back to the one. All right. So analyzing this from a purest perspective. Hold on, let me give you some. Let me give you some more game. Give me some more gaming sequence that can help you wake you up. Let me give you some more gaming that can help wake you up. Let me see.
Who is the creator of the simulation?
Some people say it's aliens. There was a professor at Oxford who wrote a paper about this back in 2003 named Nick Bostrom, and he thinks it's future versions of ourselves. So he thinks we're in what we'd call an ancestor simulation. Like if we created a game of ancient Rome, they would be like our ancestors in a way. There are others who say it's God or pure consciousness outside of the matrix. So all the religions, not just any specific religion, but pretty much all of them have been telling us that the physical world is not the real world, that there's another world out there beyond this. And so that's yet another theory of what's outside.
Do you believe this is probable, possible?
I believe it's probable, like more than a 50% chance that we are inside some type of...
Those are pretty high odds.
Well, yeah, and as I studied the different religions, I realized that they were telling us the same thing that modern computer science and that modern physics is starting to tell us about the nature of reality.
What if somebody or something shut this game off instantly? What would happen to us?
Well, this depends a little bit on what I call the NPC version or the RPG version. So NPC means non-player character. And those are the characters inside the video games that are just AI. The bank teller or the bartender or the orcs that you're fighting. And then there's the RPG version or the role-playing game version. Those are the characters that we play. So if you and I were in a game, we would have avatars within the game. And so what happens when you shut down a game if you're playing like World of Warcraft, or if you had a virtual reality headset on? You take off the headset and there's still you outside of the game. But the problem is in something like The Matrix, if you remember, Keanu Reeves and Morpheus and the others, they had those wires that connected into the back of their brain. So they forgot that they were inside a video game. They didn't realize it. Now, on the other hand, if we're just non-player characters, if we're just AI within the game, and you shut off the game, then those characters go to sleep until you can restart those again.
Interesting take. Now,
any questions, man? The evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence. Hold on, I got 2 more videos, and then we go into questions and answers, and Happy New Year's to everybody.
Just read this really quickly. This is what we were talking about earlier. So this is like I did just a find and replace in the book of John, which is my favorite gospel in the Bible. It's the most psychedelic one. Just trying to see what happens if I plug in simulation theory into the Bible to see how it sounds. I'll just read it to you. In the beginning was the code, and the code was with the programmer, and the code was the programmer. He was with the programmer in the beginning. Through him all things were programmed. Without him nothing was programmed that has been programmed. In him was life, and that life was the upgrade of all mankind. The upgrade shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not downloaded it. The true upgrade that upgrades everyone was coming into the simulation. He was in the simulation, and though the simulation was programmed through him, the simulation did not recognize him. He came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. Yet to all who did receive him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of the programmer. It's so funny because you're looking at basically the idea is when you do the translation, if this is a simulation, then the programmer recognized that the AI inside the simulation had reached a level of sentience that it was actually experiencing suffering. The programmer, feeling this incredible rush of empathy and compassion, went into the simulation as an avatar to try to create an upgrade using his own body as the means to do it. He had his he allowed his own simulation to destroy him as a sign of love for the thing which he had programmed.
Jesus Christ.
That's what they called him. Yeah, but that's the idea. But that was the idea. It's like like Grand Theft Auto 19 that comes out in like 2043. It's like you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you realize, my God, man, when I run over these fucking people in the street for fun, they're really suffering. The AI is too advanced. So I'm actually going to go into the Grand Theft Auto and I'm going to attempt to show them that I love them and that it's better for them not to kill each other anymore. And the way I'm going to do it is by letting them kill me, and I'm going to experience that death for real as an indication that I'm one of them. That's the like...
Sounds like a good plot for a video game.
Sounds like a good plot for a video game. Last video.
There's a post that I did on this called "The Rules for Being Human." I'll just read them off. This was handed down from ancient Sanskrit. So this is very ancient, right? It's kind of like Bhagavad Gita type of stuff. Number 1, you will receive a body. You may not like it or not, but it will be yours for the entire period and round this cycle. 2, you will learn lessons. You are enrolled in a full-time informal school called life. Each day in this school, you will have the opportunity to learn lessons. You may like the lessons or think them entirely irrelevant or stupid. Number 3, and that's the whole point, you're supposed to forget all of this. You don't know this when you come here. And that's the whole point. You come in this game, you're trying to remember it.
Yeah, that's the adventure. There'd be no adventure if you
Exactly. Number 3, there are no mistakes, only lessons. Growth is a process of trial and error, experimentation. The failed experiments are as much a part of the process as the experiment that ultimately works and rewards. Number 4, a lesson is repeated until it is learned. A lesson will be presented to you in various forms until you have learned it. Then you can go on to the next lesson.
Yep.
So if you keep experiencing the same cycle, same experience in relationships, the same experience in career and job, right? There's probably a reason, because there's something that you yet still need to learn and integrate fully. Number 5, learning lessons does not end. It never ends. There is no part of life that does not contain its lessons. If you're alive, there are lessons to yet be learned. 6, there is no better place than here.
And now.
When you're there, quote unquote, has become here, you will simply obtain another there that will again look better than here. 7, others are merely mirrors of you. You cannot love or hate something about another person unless it reflects to you something that you love or hate about yourself.
That's why family can be challenging.
So that means if you spot it.
I interrupted the rules of life.
So the rules of life, to finish the rules of life, we can't leave that. People would be like, no, what are the last 2? That's right. There's 2 more.
Yeah.
What you make of your life is up to you. You have all the tools and resources that you need, and what you will do with them is up to you entirely. The choice is yours. The answers lie inside you. This is number 9. The answers to life's questions lie inside you. All you need to do is to listen and trust.
Drop one of Blue's Clues. Drop one of Blue's Clues. You understand me? Oh, man, I had to hit her with them games. Those are the most important live I'll ever do. Chakra Doctor can never be down with them boys. I'm a man. A man ain't never down with boys, homie. I know so much magic, and I'm so knowledgeable, and I'm so wise that the boys sit at the screen, and they sit there and they learn from me, because I'm a man. I'm not even a man. I'm a god. I am God in physical form, here to teach you ignorant niggas. Let me give Nuke Deneri a knuckle sandwich for talking stupid. I can never be a boy, never be down with boys. Nigga, I'm a grown-ass God man in a grown-ass God man body, slinging grown man God-ass dick to goddesses, homie. That's what I'm is. I can never be down with no boys. Never be down with no boys. Any questions, anybody any questions, cares, or concerns about the game, about the topics of the game, about the topics of the game that I broke down, man? Any questions, cares, or concern, you feel me? If you have any questions, cares, or concern while I was doing it live, now it's time for you to answer the game. But welcome to the game, man. The game is 100% real, and it is a spirit. You are a spiritual being on a physical journey, and you are here to wake up your avatar through the activation of your chakras and your higher self. Is what you. Them boys will never tell you to activate your chakras. Them boys will never. Them boys will never in a million years show you how to activate your chakras, and them boys will never in a million years make the activation of your chakras a free thing on video. Yeah, and I could never. Boy, never. I don't know boys. Crazy. I got too many. It's magic, the cheat codes. Magic is most definitely the cheat codes, and I give you the cheat, and I break it down for you easily through the algorithms. Magic. So if this is a game, right? If this is a game that we're living in, then magic are your weapons. Your swords, your knives, your potions, your this, your this. Your magic are your magic are your tools to navigate the game with ease. Not with ease, but to navigate the game proficiently so that you have opportunities and chances and percentages of winning. If we complete the simulation correctly, what would be next? You move on to a higher upgraded simulation if you want to, or you go back to where you came from and you can tell everybody where you came from how cool it was to live 3D Earth life 3D Earth life experience. Yeah, you're gonna have a chance to go. And this is how you know that you completed the simulation correctly. When you die, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. If you go to that light and be like, oh, the light, you didn't complete the simulation correctly. You will be recycled back into the simulation. If you stay and don't go to the light, you win. There will be angels that approach, there will be angelic like beings, God like beings that will approach you and ask you, who is your God? Who is your Lord? Who is your Savior? And if you don't say the right name, you will be recycled back into the game. If you say any one of the alternate names of Saturn, you will be recycled back into the no, not AKA death. No, remember, you can die before you die. You can die before you die. But we all came here through birth. How do you expect to leave? If without death, you'll be stuck here. I'm not trying to be stuck on no 3D Earth with no Saturn doing all this old crazy stuff, man. Hell no. Or we as a collective can transcend death and open a new doorway through our collective consciousness of light. We can do that. We can create a new heaven. We can create a new earth and open a new door. And death doesn't have to be the doorway to get in and get out of here. But we all have to do that collectively. That won't be an individual. That won't be an individual person or individual God in a body that makes that happen. That will be the collective majority of us making a decision to not die. That would be the collective of all of us making, and when I say all of us, who I'm talking about, the 144,000. That'll be the collective of all of us making the decision to not die. When we do that, death will no longer be the doorway to enter in. Light will be the doorway to enter in or enter out. And that will be a wonderful, glorious fifth dimensional experience. Period. On Great Grand Holy Mother. On Great Grand Holy Mother. But y'all got to wake up to the fact of Great Grand Holy Mother. Y'all still sleep on the Great Grand Holy Mother. Y'all don't understand that the Great Grand, she is the motherboard of the game. She is the motherboard of the game. If you are ignorant to the Great Grand Holy Mother, then you are ignorant to the source of the game. Remember, Saturn is the devil controls the world, but the devil is not the source of the world. Got you. He controls the world, but he's not the source of the world. Understanding that. Let me see what kind of comments. Do you have an explanation of how sex fits into the game? That's easy. How do programs, make that's the way, sex is the way programs make other programs. Only Truth have wrote that. Sex is the way that programs make other programs. Your body is a machine, your brain is a that's why it's called a motherboard. That's why it's called a mothership. That's why it's called Mother Earth. That's why it's called Mother Nature. That's why it's called Mother Universe. There are five mothers. There are five. Why you think the moon is a female? There are five mothers right in front of your face that you ignore every day. The mothership, the motherboard, the Mother Nature, the Mother Earth, and the Mother Universe. Easy. Easy peasy, beautiful cover girl, man. That's so easy. Let me get back. Hold on. You said, damn. Damn, it disappeared. I don't know where it went. It disappeared. But dang, the only thing that makes me think about how plastic, that's what it is. Plastic surgery is used to replace them. That's why those shows like Entertainment Tonight interview, they never knew. They always go back to the old stuff, right? Yep, Magic Chico's, boom. So yeah, that's the name of the game, man. The name of the game is activating your chakras. Activating your chakras. Through activating your chakras, you activate your higher self. Through activating your higher self, you take control of them. Remember the name of the rock group: Rage Against the Machine. The first two letters in Rage is what? R-A, Ra. Ra against the machine. And you can't rage against the machine talking about, please, machine, please, little machine, please, big machine, let me become my higher self, let me wake up my higher self. No, you got to go into a rage. Why you think encourage has the word rage in it? And encourage is a positive word. But in order to truly be encouraged, you have to work yourself into a rage. What was the site of, what was the site called to put in Zodiac? That's not a site. That's not a site, bro. That's power. That's PowerPoint stuff nigga put together. Oh, you talking about my what is called Astro Matrix. Astro Matrix. I know what you're talking about. My bad. Astro Matrix. What the site called to put in Zodiac? Astro Matrix, man. Go get on your Astro Matrix. I don't like all them commercials and all that other stuff, so I pay for my Astro Matrix. That's that's how I do it. But yeah, man, the name of the game is Defeat the Lord of the Rings. They showed you that in the movie. The Hobbit, Frodo, had to defeat the Lord of the Rings. And his eye was looking everywhere. And he had orcs and he had monitors and he had agents and he had all kind of stuff, wizards and warlocks and all kind of stuff playing against the main character. Y'all make sure y'all hit the Cash App, $Rance Dunbar right here. Y'all make sure y'all hit the Cash App, $DMTV226. Make sure y'all hit the website, www.chakra.xyz. Call the number 445330337 and follow me on Instagram at chakradoctor_. You can't miss it. I'm the algorithm god. And remember, the algorithm has taken over. This is why I'm even able to put this live out. My algorithms have taken over the game. The game no longer even belongs. The game no longer really even belongs to Saturn no more. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. It's been the most wonderful time of the year. And we're dancing and praying and dancing and swaying in wonderful cheer. Yeah, man, I had to get it in, bro. Is there anything I forgot? I don't know. Babe will have to inform me. Is there anything I forgot? Babe, if you're listening, is there anything I forgot? Such a fast year. Was it a fast year? Was 2024 a fast year? I don't know. This year was my enemy year. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait for it to get over, man. I promise. I promise. You think it was a fast year, Joey? How many other people think it was a fast year? Y'all think it was a fast year? I couldn't wait for this motherfucker to be over. I couldn't lie. The last part was, but it started slow. The last part of the year ended fast, and yeah, I can see that. The first part started slow. That man, they got so many other things happen this year. That's why I probably feel like it's fast, because so many things happen this year with the diddler. With the diddler, every day, all the things that happen fast this year with the diddler, that that really, that really made things feel like it was sped up. Yeah, I can see why people feel like it was sped up, man. It was just for me. I couldn't wait to get it over with, because man, them enemy years be a bitch. They only come ever so once and often in a blue moon, but boy, I think what an enemy year happens every 12 years. Every 12 years you get an enemy year. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. And it's about to and it's about to be man, listen, for the 2025, Satan's world burns. You better be in a position to reap the benefits of the destruction and the debris. Whenever something negative happens, there's a silver lining and something good to get up out of it. Joe Carr said it was fast. Mm, yeah, I can see how one could say it was fast. Cause yeah, when the year started, I didn't have no children. Now I got children. That's how fast it is. Since 2024 was the year of exposing, what will 2025 be? Remember, 2025 is the year of the snake, and there will be. So what? This year was the year of exposing. Snakes and dragons are kin. So 2025 will be the year of not only exposing, but exposing, freeing, and correcting that which has been exposed. So exposing what needs to be exposed, freeing up the energy from that, freeing up the energy from that which has been exposed, and correcting the energy of that which has been exposed. So it's gonna be EFC, expose, free, correct in 2025. Because you can't just expose, you gotta expose, free up the energy, and correct what what was being exposed was hindering. Um, can you give us some predictions for 2025? Hollywood 2025, Hollywood will fully fall down. 2025, the New World Order will kick in. They will try to destroy Donald Trump through crashing the dollar or doing something detrimental to our economy, whether it's crashing the dollar, whether it's making, having an EMP grid, this, that, and the third. They're going to try to destroy, or they're going to try to ruin Donald Trump's presidency. When they try to ruin Donald Trump's presidency, Donald Trump Donald Trump will give us a chance at the New World Order through the Trump card. Everything at some point in time in 2025, food, clothing, shelter, education, and medication, and everything we're working for will be for free. Guaranteed. Yeah. Hitting where it hurt. Uh, more Hollywood gatekeepers will be not only exposed but arrested. Um, more whistleblowers will come out of the woodwork exposing these people or these creatures, because I can't call them people; they're creatures. Drinking on chrome. Um, what else? Abundance for the average American. The average American, the average person that goes to 9 to 5 will receive abundance. It will be an abundant year for the average American. This 2025 will be the year for the average person who is on the bottom of the pyramid will receive top benefits like the 1% elite on the top of the pyramid. The pyramid will go from this to this. 2025. The pyramid is gonna go from this with the eye facing up to this with the eye at the bottom, and the meek shall inherit the earth. That's 2025 for sure. Guarantee. It's happening right now in 2024 in front of our eyes. They're just trying to cover it up with fake news. They're just trying to cover it up with fake news. But yeah, most definitely the complete fall of Hollywood in 2025. I'll give it roughly around between April and June. The complete fall. Meaning, what are we gonna do now? Hollywood is falling. Guarantee. Yeah. They're already falling right now, but they're gonna fall like Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, and it's gonna be Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Donald Trump will do a mass deportation. That mass deportation will lead to American abundance. Will lead to YouTube, new Hollywood for sure. Yeah, YouTube, TikTok. The new Hollywood will move to apps, and it won't be the old Hollywood guard giving us the movies anymore. It will literally it will be a new rap era. It will be a new movie making era. It will be in the average person who aspires to be a rapper or a singer or a dancer or actor. This will be your chance. This will be your chance. Crypto, don't leave crypto alone. Leave crypto alone, bro. Let you know that now. That ain't nothing. It sounds good. You better get in. You better get in and hurry up and get out. Yep. All of these nursery rhymes starting to make sense now. Yes, they are. Because at the end of the day, life is ready. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. They say life is but a dream. Nope. Life is but a game. Roll, roll, roll your boat gently up the stream. I'm streaming right now, rowing my boat up the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a game. And I'm breaking down the game while I'm rolling up the stream. And my left ear ringing loud as a motherfucker. Points. That's points in the game. See, that's points in the game I just got. That's a download I'm getting. My subconscious mind is gonna sort it out for me, and my conscious mind is gonna come up with it in the form of an idea, and it's gonna be lit. You ain't even have to mess with crypto no more. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They're gonna crash. They're gonna try to crash Joe Biden. They're gonna try to crash Donald Trump's economy, and he is gonna invent. He's gonna invent a money system where him and Elon is gonna invent a money system where all food, clothing, shelter it's called universal basic income. Where we all just gonna get a check every month. And the jobs that we used to have will no longer be available to us because believe it or not, the AI system that they're talking about is already ready to be is already ready. It's just that people you don't want to panic the people. You don't want to panic the people. You don't want to panic the people because you start putting AI everywhere, they're gonna be like, oh no, I can't do it. Yeah, it's all to move us into the new world order. The new world order is gonna be universal basic income. Everything gonna be free. You're gonna be able to go to everybody. Let's say, for instance, everybody gonna get $10,000 a month on a Trump card. Everybody, if you're an American citizen with a social security number and a birth certificate, and and can prove it beyond shadow of a doubt, you will be a part of the universal basic income. That universal basic income will be about 10 grand a month. You're gonna get about $10,000 a month. Do with it as you will. Yeah, about 100 bands a year. 100 bands a year for 400 million American. 100,000 times 400 million. That's roughly what? Yo, somebody do the math. Do 100,000 times 400 million. Somebody go in their calculator and put 100,000 times 400 million. And and that's basically what was gonna be given to us. Well, remember Elon got the Neuralink. So remember, that's how it's gonna come later. Later in his presidency, later in his presidency, the chip and all that's gonna come. The chip not gonna come right now though. He gonna lose the people if he do that. But later in his presidency, they're going to give us the universal basic income of $10,000 a month. And with that $10,000 a month, we can go do with it as we please. But let's say term 3 or year 3 or year 4 of the term. Matter of fact, there's not going to be another president. Let's get that clear. Understand what's about to happen. Donald Trump is the final president. He is the trumpet. He is the trumpet of the angel blowing in Revelation. He is the trumpet of the angel blowing in Revelation. So let's get that clear. So when he comes with the Trump card and give us $10,000 a month, we'll be able to do with it as we please. And as time goes, 40 trillion, and we already $32 trillion in debt. See, so that's easy. So all you're gonna do, 100,000, $10,000 a month. That's $120,000 a year. So that's roughly like $40.2 trillion or $42 trillion or whatever like that. It's gonna be easy. It's not gonna be 400 million Americans. I just rounded it off. It's really like on paper, there's like 350 million Americans. So it's gonna be a little bit lower. It's gonna be probably like the same equivalent of the debt ceiling. All they're gonna do is turn that debt ceiling. All they're gonna do is turn our debt ceiling into wealth for us. And the money that we so-called owe to the banks, we ain't gonna owe them no more because he gonna be told you he a bully. He gonna be gonna crash that. They're gonna crash the banks to try to ruin them. Wasn't there a book that came out and it spoke of the last president being Barron Trump? Yeah, so he's one of the Trumps. Either gonna be Donald or Barron, either or. And Barron is very well spoken. And Barron is tall, and Barron looks just like his daddy. He tall as heck. He hella tall, and he looks just like his pops. So some type of devastation, is gonna hit. And Trump is going to patch up the devastation with universal basic income. And when that universal basic income, everybody going to be happier than a gay man with a bag of penises. And that's where, and that's going to go on for about a year or 2 or 3, and then a year 4, and then 4th year, boom. They're trying to stop the Trump card. They're trying to stop the universal basic income. In order to keep it going, you're going to have to get a chip. You're going to have to get the Neuralink in your brain or have to get the Neuralink in your wrist. You got to get the Neuralink in your brain or the Neuralink in your wrist. If I were you, I would get it in my wrist and not my goddamn brain. AI is not about to drill a hole in my brain for no damn money. I'm sorry. If you're going to get it in your wrist. Everybody will be able to make whatever decision that they want to make by the time. But it was two paths to go down. You either gonna go down the Kamala Harris path, and the Kamala Harris path was what? Nuclear EMP World War III. Nuclear EMP World War III. Everybody suffering, everybody dying, everybody feeling the effects of war and meltdown, or lullaby us into the new world order, one world currency. New World Order, one world currency, one world government. Do you see the one world government? They're creeping on the one world government right now by making Canada the 51st state. They're trying to make Canada the 51st state, and Trudeau the governor of Canada. Once Canada, see, remember, once Canada becomes part of America, then now they can move in on South America. Are you gonna get it, Doc? Or get the I don't know. Come on, get the mark of the beast to get the chip in my wrist to keep buying, selling, and trading. I don't know, dog. They're gonna have to sell me on. They're gonna have to sell me on it. They're gonna have to sell me on it because I'm scared if I put it in my wrist, y'all gonna press a button and I be activating my. To be honest with you, you want to know the real truth? I don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it. I don't think I'm gonna be eligible for it. Why? Because my vibration gonna be too high. It's like I'm gonna be Christ walking on water. It's like I'm telling you, the things that I'm doing behind the scenes and the spiritual things that I'm doing behind the scenes is preparing me for when that happens, so that I don't need it. You see what I'm saying? All the spiritual things that I'm doing behind the scenes is setting me up for an embodiment that will not need it. You dig? That's the main thing. But yeah, because Christ said in the Bible, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. And where's God? Within. So there's a level of consciousness that we all could reach where we won't need it. Yeah, there's a level of consciousness that we all could reach where we'll never even need it. All you gotta do is activate your chakras and let your higher self take over the avatar, and you won't have no need for money when the time comes. When the time comes, you'll be connected and plugged in to the oneness and the consciousness of us awakened, of us who are awakened, and we'll be able to pool our energy together and change the world. They just got to use China and Korea as side. It's been a one world government for a while. Well, no, remember, one world government. One world government mean who? America running the whole show. They're gonna use America. They're gonna use America to be the one world government. They're gonna make a way where all the American, where all of the governments, uh, all the governments unite under the American flag. You figure deal me, you figure smell me. Well, like Canada is doing right now, like Canada is trying to do, and unite under the American flag. That's what they're trying to do on that's what they're trying to get everybody to do. That's what they're gonna get everybody to do. Get that American flag stamp so you can have that military behind you so nobody don't mess with you. But that's what Trump's selling. Trump's selling security. Trump is bullying. Trump is gonna come through with the bully. He's gonna come through with the bullying and bow. Wow, but we got the missiles, we got the guns, we got the ammo, we got the technology, we got the $1 billion and we got the richest man in the world under our wing. Blah. Blah. Yeah, blah. Yeah, blah. Yeah, yeah. They got something for everything. They got something for everything, bro. But yeah, man, it's about to be a happy new year, man. 8 more minutes, and we got 8 more minutes to the new year, man. I wanted to bring in the new year with everybody. So 8 more minutes, I'm about to hold on. 8 more minutes, I'm about to get my dripping and take a shot with me. Oh, 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 take a shot with me. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, man, take a shot with me. You figure deal me. It's all good. It's all good. And I got this video I want to play for you. Hold on, check this out.
The more I get deeply into my studies about business and psychology and dark psychology, I'm starting to realize that having friends is poor people shit. It's poor financially and it's poor spiritually, because you always hear about friends like not supporting you and friends not lifting you up, and it's true. Your friends don't do that. They enable your bad behavior. They enable you to stay in one place, and they enable you to not better yourself, because guess what? You guys are friends. You're friends. But when you start to level up, you realize you ain't got no friends in the game. You have allies. You have allies. Now, your allies are people that are going to advocate for you. Your allies, you and your allies have a mutual respect for one another, okay? Your allies are always going to challenge you and uplift you and advocate for you, okay? Your friends are not going to do that shit. I've taken friends out of my vocabulary. I straight up told people this year, I don't want to be your friend anymore. I had somebody be like, what? That's so childish. I was like, you know what's childish? Being your fucking friend is fucking childish. It's called being a grown-up. I don't want to be your friend anymore. Bitch, I'm a businesswoman. I'm a woman that's actively getting it. What the fuck I want to sit around and have friends for? I need allies. Okay? Allies. Let me tell you something. An ally will support you publicly because it helps their business and it helps your business, and it grows a network. Okay, that's another word I want y'all to look up. Network. And a friend won't, because a friend is already like, well, I already know you in real life. Like, why would I need to support you? Like, I support you in real life. Like, I know you. You see the fucking difference here? Okay, that's it.
Yep, I see the fucking difference. For 2025, we ain't doing friends. For 2025, we rocking allies. For 2025, we rocking with the allies. Hold on, man. Let me look at these comments right quick. Yeah, we about to pull up a shot. 5 minutes. Shot o'clock. All alone. Paging you. Yep, year of the snake. Remember, it's about to get grimy. It's the year of the snake. Remember, the snake was the one that tricked Eve out of the garden with Adam. It's about to get grimy. Year of the snake. Shot o'clock. All alone. Let me pull this up. Somebody said, take a shit with me, doc. Hey, bro, what kind of freaky shit you on, nigga? What kind of freaky deaky, nigga? I don't do the butt cheeks, nigga. I don't do the butt cheeks. I don't do the butt cheeks, nigga. Nigga said, look at Lou, dude said, take a shit with me, doc. Man, what you got? What kind of freaky deaky Jason chasing? This nigga Jason chasing. This nigga, look at this nigga say. This nigga said, take a shit with me, doc. Nah, nigga, nah, we ain't doing no shits for the 2020. We ain't with the shits for the 2025. We gonna leave it alone for the 2025. Doc come in with a skirt. Shit, you can, bitch, I can never come in with no skirt, nigga. These niggas, shit, nigga, I'm New Year's down, nigga. Ain't no skirt about this. You can see my stomach. Ain't no skirt about this. I'm New Year's down, homie. I'm New Year's down, brother. Yeah, you don't have friends. You have associates. Your friends treat you. Your friends do you dirty. Your associates do you right. Friends do you dirty. Associates do you right. Let me pull up. Let me pull up a shot for me. I'm on the bottom of the bottle too. Damn, I'm on the bottom of the bottle, y'all. I ain't trying to get shit faced. Yeah, I'm New Year's down, brother. I'm New Year's down, my brother. Rudolph the Red-Nosed New Year. Hold on. When I do shots, I take the Santa Claus off, and I take the Santa Claus off. Oh, and we get A Boogie with the hoodie. We get A Boogie with the hoodie. I got my little shot glass. Da 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 da. Oopty wop. Oopty wop. Here we go. Hold on. Let me see. I ought to do a countdown. Y'all can count down for me though. All the countdown. Everybody in the chat, y'all comment where y'all from. Comment where y'all from so I can shout out everybody where they from. We about to take in this. We about to take. Cause some people ain't on the East Coast yet. Some people on the West Coast, and it ain't shot o'clock for them yet. Hang close to your enemies, you will benefit you. Cliche but real. That's the 48 laws of power. Learn how to use your enemies and never put too much trust in friends. I don't have friends. Let's get that clear. My friends are my wife and my kids. Dwayne McClain is an ally. Dwayne McClain is an ally. Me and Dwayne don't kick it every day like no friends. We grown men. He got a business. He got a family. He got all kind of stuff he putting his energy into. You know what I think you become? You know what I think you start getting friends? When you become rich. Everybody want to be your friend when you get rich. Waynesville, Crook bought a book in a building. Choya Walker, or Koya or Choya Walker. In that, what part of Ohio you from, Koya Walker? What do you? I know you ain't from that nasty natty. Baton Rouge, Milky Way, Baton Rouge in the building. Prev Smith, New York in the building. 24/7 vibes. Newark, New Jersey in the building. You feel me? Yeah, friends are for motherfuckers who broke ain't got no money. Friends are for motherfuckers who broke ain't got no money. Just give me my money. You see how Kosh and I got all them friends? Cause why? Cause he got moolah. Kosh and I didn't have no AMP. Well, no such thing as AMP before Kosh and I got rich. Before Kosh and I started getting money, he ain't had no friends. I'm drinking Everclear 190 in Las Vegas. Boy, you a better man than me. You a better man than me. I'm not about to burn. I'm not about to kill my esophagus. And there you go. Yeah, people popping it right now. Look, hold on. Let me open the door. Listen to the gunshots going off, y'all. And the fireworks. What the rest of y'all guns? Y'all was just popping the guns. Damn, it was lit though. Oh, there y'all go. Pop, pop, pop. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on, let me get some more people in the building, man. We about to take a shot. We about to take a shot for the people in the building. Happy New Year, Merv. Merv way more braver than me. This nigga talking about some motherfucker. Yo, Doc, talk to your family. Yo, Doc, you talk to your family or connect with them this year? Oh no, man, yeah. I talked to him and I connected with him. I talked to him and seen a few people. I went seen a few people, and that's crazy that's crazy you asked that because I just reconnected with my family. I just reconnected with my family. You feel me? That's crazy. Yeah, Merv, you braver than me. Happy New Year, North Carolina in the house. It's officially 2025, nigga. Don't let it ride. It's officially 2025, nigga. It's officially 2025. You said it first. I'm in the 419. It's Toledo. You said it right the first time. I'm in the 419. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, that nasty natty. You gotta watch you nasty natty. Nah, let me stop. In Florida, and it's 2025 here. Yeah. I'm in Atlanta. It's 2025 here. The gunshots are going off. Savannah, Georgia, it's 2025 there. Yep. They got the fullies here. Yeah, they going off. Man. Let me get in the house. I don't want no falling bullets striking me on no motherfucking 2025. Shot, nigga said shots fried. That nigga spelled fired wrong. Like, nigga, you got dyslexia. You got dyslexia. And I got this here good old Jose Cuervo. Who ready to take a shot with me, man? Who ready to? We fucking live in 25, nigga. You better y'all better be so successful this 25, nigga. Nigga can't stand to be around you, nigga. Man, y'all better get so successful this 2025. Everybody hate on you, but the motherfuckers that was day one with you, nigga. Y'all better turn the fuck up. It's 2025. Y'all better go hard. Y'all better go hard or stay your ass inside. Go hard or stay your ass inside. I'm telling you now, it's 2020, motherfucking 5, bitch. It's going down. It's going down. Y'all ready to shot it up? Y'all ready to shot it up? Who won't come on the screen? Who won't come on the screen and take a shot? Let's go. Who won't come on the screen and salute? Who won't come on the screen and salute? We can come on the screen and salute, or we can just do it right now. What's going on? What's popping? I'm ready to down it. I'm ready to down it. I'm ready to down it. I'll wait for somebody in the chat. This is literally my year. It's actually impossible. Do not go crazy. Do not go crazy after the abundance portal that's been open. Okay, crook by the book. Okay, crook by the book. I'm where you at. I'm where you at. What's y'all zodiac? What's y'all player character? What's y'all zodiac signs? Y'all all from these different places. What's y'all zodiac sign? Aries gang in the building. Let me, man, look. Aries gang in the building. Shout out to Aries. We about to get it in the building, man. I'm about to take this shot o'clock with y'all, man. Here you go. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a salute. Happy New Year. Whew. 2025. Ooh, my moon is in Sagittarius. You just took a shot with me. Said buddy to the doc, sound like he's in Russia, Ukraine. I'm telling you, they going crazy. They go and look at my whole neighborhood. I ain't gonna even lie. My whole neighborhood. Bruh, I'm not even gonna say that because y'all gonna think I'm with them boys. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna say that. Aries, shots out. Put your game fests on. Let's go. Finger red number 1. Ooh. You need to, boy, Rick Wave, you need to suck on a lemon. My rising is in Cancer, so my fucking my sun and my moon and my rising all in the chat with me, nigga. My rising is in Cancer. My sun is in Aries. My moon is in Sagittarius. My moon is in Sagittarius. We lit. Pop a shroom with me, dog. Oh, you got the shrooms? You got the shrooms and you ain't seen your boy no shrooms? You need to suck on a lemon. You need to go suck on a lime and get your mind right, bro. All right. Goat status in the building. Sag in the building again. My son is a Taurus. My son is a Taurus. I'm Sagittarius. Females and males just don't care. They don't. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, TMI. TMI Milky Way. Milky Way, yeah, TMI Milky Way. You tripping. No, remember it's a new moon though. Remember Milky Way, it's a new moon. It's all about the moon. It's a new moon. Pop, pop, pop. Man, you need to send a nigga some mushroom capsules. You tripping, man. Cincinnati in the building, 513. That nasty natty. That nasty natty, boy. You gotta watch them nasty natties. Hey, Doc in the chat. What's up, Cookie? You late to the party like a motherfucker, Cookie. You late to the party like a motherfucker. Breakdown done already happened. I'm gonna close this bitch out at 333. To keep it ritual, to keep it lit. I've been on. I created this company of LSD. I created my company while tripping on LSD. All the aspects. I created my algorithm. I mean, you tripping, man? You tripping? I don't. If it come from the great grand holy mother Earth, I'm on it. If it come, I'm talking about in its form, like. Oh, hey, these are shrooms. Shrooms, oh, that shroom, they grow that in dirt. Weed, they grow that in dirt. Now, in my earlier years, I took LSD. Cause the trip lasts longer and you can get more productive things done mentally on an LSD trip. They're going in. Oh, they're going in. They're going in. I had to get this live going on. They're going crazy in my neighborhood. All you gotta do, if you scared to take shrooms, Prev Smith, just be with somebody you trust. Don't take no kind of psychedelics without being with somebody you don't trust. Yeah. Be with somebody you trust, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be in and out of your mind. Especially if you've never done it. If you've never done it and you ain't used to it, you're gonna be in and out of your mind. Period. On everything, like bang bang. Hell no, don't be by your damn self. Hell no. Be with somebody. You live by yourself. Hey, if you feel like you can handle it by yourself. When I did mine by myself. When I never done it, I did. When I first, no, I'm lying. When I first did it, I was with my partner Rootless. I ain't gonna lie, I was with my partner Charles. And my partner Charles kept me out equilibrium because I have a tendency to overdose on shit. I have a tendency to take too many shrooms. I have a tendency to take too much LSD in it. One time I took so much LSD, I had an ego death. That ego death changed my life, though. The ego death changed my life. That's crazy. Birthday being on 12/29, that's crazy. Rick Wade, let me ask you a question. Being governed by the devil, since your planet that governs your sign is the devil, how I know Dwayne McClain a Capricorn too. And Dwayne McClain is governed by the devil. And I asked him the same question when I first met him. How is it being governed? How is it as a Capricorn being governed by the devil? You got to talk about the ego death one of these days. Man, listen, I had an ego death, bro. Mine just shut down, nigga. Mine just shut down, and I call it the aliens, but they wasn't aliens. They was these spirit. Like when my ego shut down, I was already fully chakra activated. My chakras was activated. So when my ego death happened, I suggest you activate your chakras before you even do shroom. Because when my ego death happened, my chakras and my higher self fully took over, and I was able. One time I did DMT though. See, listen, I'm waiting to go do that ayahuasca. Now see that ayahuasca? See when I do that ayahuasca? It's a wrap. I already did DMT. I already did shrooms. I already did LSD. I already did Bufu. I already did. What else I already did? What the shit? The shit that they have in your nose, and they hit it up your nose, and they blow it up your nose, and it burns, and they put these little drops on your eyes and shit. I did that. I forgot the name of that shit right now. Oh, I already did combo. I still got my marks. I still got my marks on my arm for combo medicine. I did my combo. I done did all. The only plant medicine that I haven't done is ayahuasca. Ayahuasca. That's the only one I didn't do. Boy, see there you go, salvia. Man, listen. I done did it all. They got this other one that you take, and you hold in the smoke. You hold in the smoke for about 10, 12 seconds, and you blow the smoke out, and it make you pass out, and you go into another world, and the door open, and you walk through the door. I did all that shit, bro. I did all that shit. Salvia is that. Salvia, that shit crazy. Salvia is crazy. Salvia is crazy. I will not do salvia unless somebody in the room with me, cause it makes you no. The door, oh man, look, a door open. A man, my friend who gave me the stuff, he was standing at the door and he opened the door. I went and walked through the door. It was crazy. A couple of times I done met the aliens, but they're not aliens. I don't know why that's the only word I can call them, because that's the only word y'all can understand. Spirit, the collective consciousness spirit guides. I guess I could say that. I guess I could say the collective consciousness spirit guides. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? Damn, they going ham. They're going ham with the with the fireworks. But that's what I could say. That master, the door, oh man, no, literally. That's how I know it's a video game. Cause so many times, the Celestials, yeah, like the gods. I would call them the gods, not so much the celestials, because they higher than that. And then when you get in their presence, you know you are of them and they're of you. And they're not just no angels. They're not just no regular run of the mill. Then they're not regular run of the mill spiritual beings. They are one of the high, if not the highest of the high, one of the highest of the high. Like period. And I met them a couple of times. 'Cause every time I go, hell no, crack don't do you that. Crack don't do you that. Hell no. I used to sling crack. I used to serve crack. I used to serve crack in the hood to junkies. I used to serve crack in the hood to junkies. Crack don't do you that. Not one crackhead ever came back and said they took a blast off a hit of that dope, talking about they went and met the Celestials. No. No, they didn't. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that everything button. Share the channel. Man, show some love to Dwayne McClain TV, hashtag $DMTV226, and show some love to Chakra Doctor, $Rance Dunbar is right here in the link in the description. Hit the Cash App. Happy New Year. Happy 2025 to everybody. But yeah, that shit settled, but you ain't about to go see no goddamn you ain't about to go see no giants. You ain't about to go see you ain't about to go see nothing spiritual on no dope and no coke. Cocaine and heroin, you're not about to see nothing spiritual on cocaine and heroin. No, you're not. Even though coke is an upper, it's still a downer, and heroin is just a complete downer. With crackheads, you can make 300, and that shit ain't worth it. That shit ain't worth it at all. I don't even like the hassle of dealing with crackheads and dope fiends. Crackheads is people who smoke crack. Dope fiends is people who shoot heroin. I done sold both drugs, and I can't deny the money is good, but money ain't everything. Yeah, nah, the money is good and money ain't everything. This made my new year for real. Hope everyone get it back in blood this year. Man, listen, man. I tell people this all the time. There's only once in a lifetime where there's only one, you only get once in this is the once in not 2026, not 2027, not 2024, not 2023, not 2022, not 2028, not 2029, not 2030, not 2020, not 2025. See that? Wow, 2025 is literally the most profound, will be the most profound year of awakening. Everybody, they're going to have people that wake up in 2026, 2027, 28, 29, 30, but 2025 is the lighter, is the lighter that lit the stem to the TNT that brought down the buildings on 9/11. Oh man, like it's not even that they be blowing up your phone. I'm just a high vibrating being, and I don't deal with low vibrating energy anymore. The new crack that I sell is miracle food. The new crack that I sell is miracle tea. The new, you know, I deal with spiritual junkies now. People who are junkies off the spirit and love to activate their chakras, love to vibrate higher, love to elevate, love, love to kick it and watch spiritual shit going on New Year's. You see what I mean? Yeah, that real shit. See, that's that bullshit. 2025, nigga, you supposed to start on January 1st and post a video every day until you go viral. And look at all kind of videos to help you go viral and do everything in your power to go viral until you go viral and you start on January 1st. New Year's resolution. Period. Period. All that extra shit, no date intended. Nigga, you ain't gonna never start that shit. Nigga, start that shit where you at, in your car, in your basement, in your living room, in your house, nigga, whatever the fuck. That's what I did. Yeah, me and Dwayne make it look easy because me and Dwayne been doing this shit for a while now. Me and Dwayne hooking up. Me and Dwayne been doing this shit for years now, ever since y'all seen us hook up. Just imagine what I was doing before I met Dwayne and what Dwayne was doing before he met me. And we was doing that before we met each other. Is this how you beat the algorithm to go viral? Keep posting until you blow up? No, so what I do is, bro, so if you go look on my Instagram, I'm almost at 100,000 followers on my Instagram. I'm about to, like I told you before, I'm just focusing on Dwayne's channel. I'm just focusing on Dwayne's channel. I want Dwayne to go viral, man. I want Dwayne to have the following he deserves, bro. Cause when I met Dwayne, I met Dwayne, he was at like 20 something thousand followers. We got that shit all the way up to like 60,000 followers, and they hated on his channel. So I'm trying to get Dwayne. I want to see Dwayne back up to 60, 70, 80, 90, 100K followers and subscribers on the YouTube. And after that, we'll see where it goes. But 2025, Dwayne McClain TV gonna come up, man. That's another prediction that I got. 2025, Dwayne McClain, seeing that glow up on the blow up. You feel me? All right, and Neo Anime Girl, you gotta find a way to get that shit out to the people because the people don't like to read no more, man. You gotta find a way to turn that shit and find a way to turn your series, your comic book series into YouTube channel videos where you have voiceovers where one person speaking the voice of this character, another person speaking the voice of this character, and it's like and it's channels and it's a YouTube channel dedicated towards turning your comic book into a cartoon. You know what I mean? But hell yeah, man, Novella Bodyworks had a long, t- long time. Novella Lusk. Long time. Yeah, man. Fuck the plan. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all be talking about the plan. Listen, the plan happens when it comes to your fucking brain. The plan happens when it comes to your fucking brain. Do not wait for the plan to be fulfilled. Start the plan where you're at right now. Yo, Doc, with the internet, we make everyone famous. Yeah, man, but you remember like the thing that they don't like real content to get out there. So I use the algorithms to go viral. We got voice actors and even famous ones like from Dragon Ball Z. Man, hire the motherfucker that you don't gotta pay. Or if you do got the money to pay them, pay their ass and started get it popping. Get it pop, especially on TikTok. Get it popping on TikTok, get it popping on Instagram, get it popping on YouTube, get it popping on Twitter. That's the 4 avenues you have immediately at your fingertips, and do not wait. Stop waiting for the right time to come. Stop waiting for the right budget. Stop waiting for the right person. Do it now. ASAP. Yeah, we got to start the plan. Yeah, man, the plan don't start. Listen, the plan don't start on the first. You slipping. You slipping, man. You got to get this shit done right fucking now. If you don't get it done right now, man, don't let that spirit, don't let that, I'm telling you, 2025 about to be hectic. 2025 about to be hectic. You better get it in now in the start of 2025. That way, when the hecticness of 2025 start going, you already in the groove. See, that's a broke mentality. That's a broke mentality. I do comedy. I dislike. Who give a fuck what you dislike, nigga? Show us what you like and make it popular and make it popping. And I love rah. I love rah motherfuckers. Cause that's the motherfuckers that get these old, that's the motherfucker that get these old secret societies in place. Them rah niggas. The motherfucker that go rah, motherfucker, yeah. Gotta love the rah niggas. The rah niggas get the most secret pussyfoot ass niggas in place. Whatever you dislike, it's a part of yourself that you dislike. The reason why you dislike angry rah people, because you need to become an angry rah comedian. That's why we don't see your ass on no. That's why we don't see your ass on no popular comedian shows, because you're not no angry ass rah person. But go look at all of the great comedians. There's an element of anger and rah to them that makes them famous. I've never seen Eddie Murphy get on stage and not do some angry rah shit. I've never seen Chris Rock, Kevin Hart get on stage and not express their anger for what's going on in the world. Cat Williams get on the stage, he gets angry and he goes rah. Motherfucking Martin gets on the stage, get angry, and he goes rah. DC Young Fly gets on the stage, get angry, and go rah, and it's funny. All of the greats, Desi Banks, Drewski, all of them get on the stage, channel their anger into something funny, and go rah. They always talking about what they don't like. Oh, I can't stand this bitch. I can't stand that bitch. I can't woo, can't blah. But in actuality, that's what gets you paid on the stage, on the lit stage. That rah. That rah stuff, bro. Happy 2025, everyone, and shock die. Peace and love to all. Rocky Red countdown lift off. Y'all already know what the business is. You feel me? Are algorithms and magic the same thing? Nope. Algorithms are computer programs. Magic is magic. My algorithms are computer programs that are imbued with magic that work by simply downloading an email into your phone. When you download the email into your phone, magical things will begin to happen in your life, and that's the cheat code. That's the cheat code. I keep on giving it to you. That's the cheat code. You can't get around it. That's why I'm called the algorithm god. But yeah, yeah, Cram Swayze. Cram Swayze. You feel me? You got to channel that rah. Rise the sun, nigga. Rise the sun. Is the sun nice, or can the sun burn you? Miracle Tea, what? $22, $20, $22, something easy. And it's lit though. It's easy, but it's lit though. I promise you. It's easy, but it's lit. You feel me? It's easy, but it's lit. But hell yeah, man. One thing for certain, two things for sure. It's been a crazy live, bro. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for kicking it with me on the new year. I got the miracle food, just need the miracle. How you got the miracle food and you ain't finished the miracle food yet? Miracle food's supposed to already be finished. 7, 8 days, you're supposed to take that back to back to back and cleanse your system out. Hey Doc, have you heard about the fog in Florida? No, I heard about the fog. We experience fog out here. There's foggy outside out here right now. I'm gonna try next week. See, trying is for losers. Insecure, but wish you had balls to have rah energy. Ain't gotta be no name calling, man. Algorithms, Bennett, you missing out. Oh yeah, algorithms been lit. The algorithm been lit. Told you the algorithm done took over the game. That's why I'm able to. That's why I was able to do this live. Algorithm done took over the game. You got some miracle food and miracle tea. It is lit. Oh yeah, get you some miracle food and miracle tea. It's most definitely lit, man. It's most definitely lit. For sure, for sure. Hold on, let me show. All right. Got a few percent left for turning in. But yeah, man, it was a hell of a live, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for keeping up with the movement. I appreciate y'all for, you know, all of the positive vibes and energy you send the brother. And it is much appreciated and never forgotten. 100%. Mucho appreciato. Never forgato. I don't even know if that's a word. But yeah, man, look out for big thing. Look out for big thing. I'll catch the replay, dog. Yeah, you gotta catch the replay. It should, I broke down the game like no other. You the only doc I got to. I go to. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it. You the only doctor I will go to. Yeah, man. I be trying to keep it. I be trying to keep it trying to keep it a buck with y'all, but you know, when you tell people about something, they think you're trying to sell them something. You know what I'm saying? So I be like, man, let the results speak for me. Let the people who come in and getting this stuff and seeing the benefits see the results for me, man. Matter of fact, look at this. Let me see. I think I got somebody. Let me see. I didn't want to sell it. And half of the stuff I said, I ain't even much finished. I wanted to show that right there and talk about that with the game. I wanted to show the imposters of the game and how all these niggas ain't nothing but some imposters and y'all be believing that shit. Wanted to show you how they be doing in the game with that. You know what I mean? But boom, here goes the thing. Screenshot that shows you how wonderful FCA yoga is. You feel me? And then you can screenshot that. That show you how dude has stage 3 kidney failure, kidney disease, took the miracle food and the miracle tea, and now his life is back on track. So much so that he taking drinks, he drinking and doing all kind. He doing all kind of motion. He doing all kind of motion. Had to take him a few drinks. So screenshot that as well. That is evidence. And you can screenshot this as well. These are the benefits of miracle food. You feel me? You can screenshot that. These are the things I didn't show. I ain't have time to show it in the live, man. But nevertheless, still struck gold. Still hit it. Still made it. Still hit it home. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year. Everyone be safe, please. Yeah, y'all be safe. Happy 2025. I'll catch you on the next one. I'll catch y'all on the next one. And much love. Everyone clean your house. Cleanliness is godliness. Y'all already know what the business is. And until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, man. Peace, deuce. Y'all already know what the business is.
Bitch, I'm God, oh bitch, I'm God. Won't you come and meet your maker, bitch, I'm God, oh bitch, I'm God. All I need is your precious payment.